Wii U, Wii U, Wii U. I cast Wii U at 5th level. Hello!
Ow.
We are here. We're ready, kind of,
To
for
serve
whatever.
mommy.
What's the
Just-
save got to make for that spell?
So many, oh my goshes. Okay. Are we ready, guys? Is this it? Are we here? Is this happening right now?
No.
Is this happening right now? I don't know if this is
I
happening.
guess so. This will be fun. Like
Yes.
this bitch said herself.
This will be fun. True.
Right?
True.
Like, the recap is just like the last 10 seconds of like, oh, this will be fun.
Yeah. Well, thanks for everybody who came and hung out with us last night. We had a lot of fun with the Rescuers Call of Zool. The implications were great, and it's going to be very interesting to see where things are going to go for the sisterhood, the brotherhood, the knights, and the whole rest of the world as we face these trying times. That was a lot of trying times.
I still
Everywhere.
find the card posting hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Announcement wise, tomorrow we have our friends Dreamy and Trevor, who were in our game yesterday, will be on Clickety Clackety for the next Kindred episode.
What?
And Arjun, I think you guys are on Friday still, right?
I
Oh,
don't
no.
know.
TBD.
I think we're supposed to be playing this Friday, and then it gets a little weird after that.
Okay. And I know Sunday they have the clickety clackety time to unpackety or something. The after Fey court little thing, and then we'll have whatever happens after that. I don't think I have anything else really in the way of announcements. There's going to be some fun stuff coming up this month in May. I will be over at Top Down Tabletop at the end of May, I think the 27th. We'll be doing the next, another session of the Star Wars one-shot we did last year. So I'll be coming back as 2319. That's going to be entertaining.
2319!
2319! Yeah, that is my droid name. I love it. And then stay tuned for some more possible things coming our way.
We'll just plant some seeds.
The return of lore dumplings is in the works, so it's gonna be.
Bang.
Yeah, no, I wasn't Grouch Couch. It was Taco. That was a different thing. I was a different character for Grouch Couch. But yeah, Top Down Tabletop. All right, well, take a deep breath. Tonight's episode of Game of Santos is upon us. So here we go.
think, but
I do a boop.
I'm just gonna say right now because I know all of
All right.
y'all probably forgot. I do have 3 potions of healings in my bag that y'all are all aware of.
Nice. I have
Okay.
2.
Okay. Well,
All the stuff in y'all's bags.
here we go.
Are you sleeping?
Oh no.
Oh.
No, no, no. No, no, no.
What's
Oh
just
boy.
our internet connection is unstable.
Yeah. Let the internet crash.
Okay.
Here we go.
Okay,
Okay.
zombie bitch is causing some problems already.
Yeah, it's because you keep calling her that. Maybe you should show some respect for
Yes, mommy.
Miss zombie bitch is causing issues.
not any better. Okay, anyway, let's start this. Across the sands of the desert, in the city of Tiraturos, 2 dragonborn women stand on one of the tallest points of their pinnacled tower. The rings of the canyon surround them as the city prepares to head into the night, the sun now setting in the far horizon. One of them places her hands upwards, and a large helmeted device comes from her robes and out and spreads outwards.
Master, it is time. It is to begin. I know. The moment of truth. They have been given everything. And now we must wait and see. My skin still peels at the thought of entrusting our fates to these mortals. They would have made better thralls than what we gave them.
Denthrotha waves her hand in a circle in front of her and conjures a globe-sized orb that floats above a brilliant adamantine stand, the finest in elven design. The 2 peer into it and watch as an image resolves. Mount Thay, shrouded in darkness of night, high above the surrounding desolate landscape of the Thayan Empire. The light from dozens of burning torches and everlights glitter over the fortress atop its height. And then, in a brilliance of light and fire, a mass appears above Mount Thay. So brilliant that the diviners both look away as it shimmers brightly. The city of Atet, in glorious splendor, arrives above Mount Thay. The diviners look back. In the far distance of the horizon, a shimmering light, a star, brightens.
At last, the prophecy will come to pass.
They stare and watch as the unfolding events begin. But first, far from there, or perhaps not that far, the Brigade of 8 stand in a room swirling with dark magic. The doors having just been knocked open. A towering figure imposing, skeletal, and dark walks forward as you all are there, standing at the doorstep. And she mutters to herself,
This'll be fun.
Brigade of 8, what are you doing?
Rolling initiative, I guess.
Well, I know I was gonna cast a spell, but that can wait.
Well,
Wasn't Iskra right up front
Yeah, the
with this
crypt.
person? I feel like she gets to decide the tempo here, whatever it is that happens.
All right.
Let me get
One
my
more
district.
time with feeling.
what are you guys
Your
doing?
description gave me heart palpitations.
Last I know, I like push Soul behind me, like that's gonna do much, but I'm just like
Oh, yeah.
watching her movements. Even though I probably can't see really well in case she does some shit. Just focused on her,
Okay.
and I'm just
I'll-
gonna kind of throw up a one non-detection.
The last thing that I had been doing is as soon as I saw Galil like drop to his knees, I was bolting over to him. So I would assume I'm approximately almost there-ish.
Okay. We'll say you're like halfway as you're just flying like low to the ground, kind of running, skipping, and diving in that direction.
Okay, now I remember why.
You're like, why
So,
was I on the ground?
I think I'm going to address her. If any of you guys want to do any like other little things before I do. Letting you know what's gonna happen.
Anything you're gonna do in the split second? She's just standing there. She opens the door. She has both hands kind of opening the tops of the door, and she stands there and looks down at you, but hasn't said anything yet.
If I get any more, I'm just gonna whisper a message really quick to Iskra. Remember what I told you. If you need it. And that's it.
I'm gonna prep a dodge. I guess I'll do that. Now.
What are you gonna say, Iskra?
So what now? You watched us come this far. You knew we were here the moment we arrived.
Yes. I knew. Toys to play with don't come often. Shall we begin now? Or shall I chase?
I think you'll find we've come too far to run.
All right.
Then, let the games begin.
And with that, I need you guys to roll initiative.
Tell me when you're ready.
Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba. Go for it.
There you go.
I'm just gonna.
Oh shit! Gonna be a nat 20 for a total of 22.
Excellent.
Okay, Iskra,
17.
Soul.
22.
Which of between you and Kindred, who has the higher dex mod? I think it's
Bidane.
I have 17.
I yield the floor.
Renan.
24. Got that zoom.
Ah,
All right. So let's
So now
Stop
that
the
I've said that, the
zoomies.
next thing I'm gonna do is shout run, and we'll try to rush underneath their legs and go out through the door.
Scatter!
Yeah, we
Just
should
go
scatter.
inside,
Yeah.
close the door.
Warp again.
All right. Top of the round, as we get started here, Renan, you are. I'll say at this point you have made it. In that exchange, you have made it to Galil's side, so you will be right there in the front with Galil.
Okie dokie. I'm going to skid up next to Galil, and then as I'm coming down, kind of almost on top of him, I put both hands on either shoulder, and then my right wing is kind of coming over in front of him as I cast 3rd level Cure Wounds.
Okay.
F taco.
Uh, 22 points.
22 points to Galil.
Yeah.
I know what it was because I have perfect trust with you. Oh, what a
I
journey
feel
it's
like
been.
Kindred with Inspiration will come in handy, so
Yeah.
that's good.
All right. Speed this up a little bit.
Oh,
Oh.
God.
Oh,
It's-
no.
It's not that. It's literally something. It's like saying device setup. It was something else entirely. I was like, no! Scare the crap out of me.
That's the semantics or the semantics for her spells.
It's just the Microsoft alert. She's been cursing us this whole time.
I see
Beautiful.
you're trying to cast a spell.
Perfect. Renan, are you moving anything else or staying where you're staying put?
That is all I'm doing. If possible, I want that to have given him however much cover he would get from me kind of
okay.
shielding around him.
Okay. All right, Soul, it is now your turn. You are here. I'm gonna try and get everything in the same shot, but you're back here.
Okay. I am going to cast Conjure Woodland Beings.
Mhm.
And I'm going to summon 8 of the Briganox.
Oh yeah.
It's a range of 60 feet, so I want to try to space them out along the walls
Mhm.
at most 60 feet, and then periodically just a couple of spaces in between of each other coming back towards me.
Woodland beings. For a second, I thought you said woodland bees.
Hello, bees.
Oh, hold on.
For your summoning of this, does it say in the spell work that you summon fey spirits or anything of that nature?
Hold on.
I think that's a separate.
Do I sound better now?
Yes.
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 I was.
Yeah.
Okay, so ask that question again.
Let me look real quick at the wording of this. It's summon woodland beings, right?
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
just
you
wa-
summon fake creatures.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
You go to summon
The
this
number you
spell.
have dialed.
You go to summon this spell and it does not work. You reach out as you normally do with your connection to the Fey realm to pull in these spirits that bind themselves into being with you. And it's like the Fey realm doesn't exist. You can't penetrate the whatever barrier is in place around the graveyard. and you go and you cast the spell, your arms going out to either side, already planning and plotting where these beings are going to place themselves, and then it's like hitting a soft wall. It kind of like not in the literal sense of it stuns you, but it just kind of surprises you because you're like, you've never not felt that. And for in that brief hair split of a moment, you reach again and again and again, and you remember the words of the others in that they could not seem to connect outwards. Something is blocking. So I'll say that you don't lose the spell,
Okay, cool.
but because it doesn't like finish casting, it doesn't go off.
Okay. That'll be it for my turn then. And well, actually, I'm gonna whisper to Kindred, and I'm gonna say, Kindred, something's wrong. I can't connect with the Fae. They're not coming.
It's because we're on our own. This plane. I'm sure that's all. Seeing right there, I'm pretty sure I realize what he's casting. And
You can, I'll get like you still have bonus action if there's anything else you're wanting to do.
Yeah. I want to see. I already know what I want to do. I just want to double check the distance.
when a problem
I can do
comes
it.
along,
Okay, within 60 feet. I want to send this out as far as it can go. If I can get it as close to the cluster of friends in the front as I can. I think that's Sonder. I want to try to put it next to Sonder if I can reach that far.
Okay.
The
Sure.
spirit totem.
Okay. Yep, that's right at 60 feet. Perfect.
And then from that point, it should create an aura in 30-foot radius. Does that get everyone centered around Sonder?
I think so.
I would imagine.
Yeah.
Okay. So a bear spirit
Yeah, because
totem appears.
that would be this basically.
Dang. Nice.
If it's
Okay.
centered on it, it would be like right there.
Perfect. So then what it does is that each creature in the aura gains temporary hit points. What level am I? 9. 14 temporary hit points. Everyone in that aura.
Okay.
And then while in there as well, everyone gets advantage on strength checks and saving throws.
Okay. All right, make notice of that, guys. So right now that would include Renan.
And is that added on top of the already existing temp hit points?
temps
Take
don't
it
stack.
over.
They don't stack.
Okay, so it's just 14 now instead of 10.
Correct.
I had thought temp stacks.
Either way,
Unless
it's
Aaron
still,
changed something.
still better, and Galil certainly lost his, so.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, so if you get new temporary health from a skill or spell, you choose whether you keep your old temporary HP or replace it with a new one.
Gotcha.
Hold on, I gotta clear this out. I had searched for, when I was starting to search for summon woodland beings, I got as far as summon wood, and that's as far as I had typed, and I was like, change that.
Aaron!
All right, Soul, does that end your turn?
Stream.
Right?
Yeah, that's it.
All right, cool. Then that means Kindred, it is now your turn.
Okay. What's about the distance between me and Sonder?
60 feet, probably.
Okay.
Actually, for you, it'd be like 55 because Soul's, because you're in front of Soul.
Okay. Okay. So we probably shouldn't stack. But if you stick metal in the bitch, make her a lightning rod, and I'm gonna kind of go up and away from Soul about 10 feet, just so that way we're not clumped.
There?
Yeah, that'll work. I'm not like right next to a person, right?
No, because they're all on the
Okay.
walls.
I
Basically, it's
figured so.
everything on the walls.
That's the goal. And I'm just gonna keep focused on big bitch, and I'm gonna hold a spell for when I see either her cast something or lightning from this, because the lightning's still going off on this thing randomly,
Mhm.
right?
Yep.
So when something kind of strikes in the air, something's gonna go off.
Okay.
So I'm concentrating.
Okay. Concentrating, you are then.
Condensation.
Condensate, you are condensating. All right. Anything else for you?
And then
I don't know why I make it sound like I'm taking your order. Anything else for you today?
can I make that a large?
I'm good.
And
I'll take a 20-foot radius.
no, she's wait. Yeah, I'm just kind of. That's it for now.
Okay. Let me see here. She is going to use her
Cast friendship, and we all have fun.
legendary action.
Look,
Legendary.
you all die.
She is she is going to you see out of the corner of your eye, Kindred, as you're saying this, you see one of her hands reach out, and there is one of the beams of lightning that is starting, the necrotic plasma that is starting to coalesce and like coil on like this slow motion thing, and you see that she grabs it and starts to spin it downwards. You see it go.
I'm slowly spinning my own things as well, and let me know when it actually takes
Cool.
lightning physical form.
Okay.
Oh, man.
It's starting to do it. It is going to strike down at we are going to say
Worst powers battle between Kindred and this lady.
I'm like imagining,
it's actually we'll say it's going to go down to hit Renan because she's the one that's the closest and the one that just kind of covered, and so she kind of just is cackling, just like
Just like looking and saying,
the
and then
beam
putting
come down.
together. I just like weave my own hands, and right where this lightning's going down, I'm gonna cast Kindred's loophole. So the lightning's gonna come through a portal, and I'm gonna make the other one right above her. So she's gonna strike herself.
Okay.
Ooh.
Is there a save for this?
I
don't remember.
No, it would be like the lightning.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, she's got to make some kind of accuracy check, I guess.
Stop hitting yourself. No.
All right, let's see here. Sure, why not?
A
going-
nature check.
This is like the most unnatural thing possible.
So
Nature it
you
is.
see this portal, like this beam of light comes down towards the back of Renan's body. His wings encasing around Galil to protect him from this blast, and you see the arcane go, and right behind our Renan's back, you open up this portal, this little porthole of a window, and the bolt of necrotic plasma goes through it. And it appears just above her head to where the beam comes crashing down on her crown and goes all through her body. You can see for a brief moment that like Looney Tunes style skeleton within just kind of light up
The
with
Home
energy.
Alone.
And you see her glow brighter. And she just kind of starts, she like throws her head back for like a moment as if there is an extreme amount of pain.
Can I inside check this bitch? Did it really hurt her?
Judging by the fact that her cry of pain turned into a laugh,
I don't know. She could be a sadist. I'm just.
you gather probably not. But her eyes, all three of them, seem to glow with this green fire now. She seems slightly more charged than she was before.
That was my
Let's
next
overload
like
her.
issue thing. Like fuck.
Well, at
That's
least
either gonna be.
we're learning. We're learning.
Mhm.
All right. Ardrin, it is now
Oh, good.
your go.
Oh, let's see. I just needed to see how far I need to be from that. How
Okay.
far away from her am I?
Where did I put my?
I'm probably within 60.
Yeah, she's right at 60, or
Okay.
like 55 from where you at. Where you at?
I want to hit her with some fairy fire because she's isolated from the group right now, I believe.
Alrighty. Dex check
Yes.
or dexterity saving throw, right?
Mhm.
That is going to be a 29.
Wow. That's good to know.
You see the spell as it goes off around her. It's like her form kind of goes. It shimmers for a second, and right around her body, you see layer upon layer of these arcane style wards that kind of go off. It almost looks like we're seeing I guess in certain animes that have like the shields that have like the little runes that kind of go all over. It makes it look almost like a mummy. It kind of does that all over her body. All these little runes that are oddly unfamiliar to anybody right now.
I can read her like a book.
No, if you could read this language, probably.
Comprehend languages is up? No.
I guess for now, I'm gonna try and get behind that pillar.
Where?
Yes, it's a pillar, right? Yeah.
Yep.
What is that again? It's not a.
It's like that
pillar,
statue.
right?
That's
like
it's a
weeping
statue. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's better than being out in the open. So it's gonna get behind there and crouch down a little bit and.
All right.
Guys, look over
I like-
Kindred. Well, that didn't work. She's a lot faster than I expected.
I like to imagine it was like Arjun like running up like and then it didn't work and he goes behind the statue. Okay, got it.
I see him less as running up and like he didn't have to because he was standing right there, just like
I won't
and
let
then just
y'all
sort of
go.
sidestepping out of frame. Just nope.
Where's some cinnamon bush?
Alrighty.
Homer back into the bushes. Is
That being said, Iskra, it is now your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna try to continue to talk to her while we're fighting because maybe we can find some sort of weakness. If she's a monologuer, she'll give something up. I'm gonna start taking my stance, feeling the wind around me. You start to feel that rush of a little bit of lightheadedness as I'm starting to cast Shatter, tracing one foot around me in a circle, then the other to complete it, and getting my arms in the right motion to go. And then as I'm doing it, I'm going to talk to her. I'm going to say, this place is dedicated to you. All these statues, the motifs. Why do you protect the Thayans?
Make a persuasion check for me.
Guidance. No.
Galil, you're going to be up next.
I know.
Here we go. Come on. That's gotta be 22.
22. Okay.
I rolled higher.
Just after you just watch her get slammed by this bolt and you shout this out, her head kind of does that weird like little turn from looking over at Kindred, and then it shifts and it looks over at you, and for a moment you feel like you see two faces that just kind of one still looking at Kindred, one now looking down at you.
Because it is my duty. It is what I'm here for.
And that's all she's gonna say.
Okay. I'm gonna release Shatter. And
Nice.
that compression that was forming around her while I was doing this.
It's a
bursts like a deep sea charge.
20-foot diameter. Is it or bigger? Is it bigger?
I believe it's just 10.
10-foot diameter. Okay.
But let me check.
Is this the smaller one? Not really.
Oh no, it's 20-foot diameter.
Okay.
We're
So
good.
it is this space.
And
All
she
right.
has to make a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution
I figured I would
save.
try something that does that.
That is going to be. Oof. That is a natural 20 for a total
Well,
of.
I guess we won't know.
So how much?
She does
It's half
save,
damage.
but she'll take half damage at least.
Cool.
6.
6. All right. Sweet. 6 damage. First blood. Oh, perfect. As you see the air shatter around her, like it does that inward of like sharp, jagged pieces of air that then shatter and outwards as it compresses in. Again, you see parts of that arcane armor just kind of like swirl around her as it seems to protect her for a brief moment. Does that end your turn? Are you moving anywhere or stay put? Iskra? Can you hear me?
Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. Anything else you're wanting to do?
I'm gonna use my bonus action to do patient defense since I just antagonized her.
Awesome. All right.
And
Right.
I'm gonna. And no, I'll stay put for now.
Stay put. All right. You see her feet leave the ground. She's gonna move this direction. Scoot this way. She can only use. Let me make sure I'm doing this right. Yeah, she can only go there. Okay. She's gonna go there. And that's gonna be it for that action. Galil, it is now your turn. You see as she moves, she doesn't walk. She just kind of levitates and flies forward in a quick speed. All right. Galil, what are you doing?
Okay, so Iskra and Sandra are next to me, right?
Yes, and Renan.
I'm going to use Twin Enlarge on both the monks.
Okay. Does that make them large creatures now?
They go up one size, so yeah, they are considered large. And let's see,
Okay.
We're also
They have,
considered in charge.
they have advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws, and have an extra 1d4 extra damage.
I don't have large people per se, but I'm going to
Use that
replace
giant rat thing.
With the bear
replace it.
totem, that gives us advantage on attacks, on strength saving throws and rolls as well. How does that double?
No, it
How
does.
does that work?
Double range.
It's just regular. So I'm gonna put the blue mark on this creature to be Sonder. Just that way we'll be able to distinguish which one is which if you guys start moving around.
I'm concentrating, by the way.
And then this green one for Iskra.
I love the thought that like I'm taking my patient defense stance as I go like do 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 do.
And
I
concentrate.
just feed them mushrooms and they go big.
Oh,
And
All right.
if Galil decides to move, I will assist by removing any of the parts of my body that are shielding him.
okay. All right. Anything else you're doing, Galil, or staying where you're at?
I'm gonna order Oreo for my bonus action to run back to Kindred.
Okay.
Don't come near me. Don't come near me. Don't group.
80 feet, right? Is the flying
60.
speed 60? Yeah, that's fine. Just move right over there. Okay. All right. Anything else?
That's it for me.
All right. Sonder, it is now your turn. What are you doing?
Sonder is the one with the blue,
Correct.
and then she's green.
Yep.
Okay. Sonder's going to. Sonder's going to make a strength check to grab the statue and shock it at her.
Yes.
All right. Cool.
Let's go.
Make a strength check.
Okay.
Use that advantage.
Right. Let's see. That's an 18.
18.
And rip it out, I guess.
Okay. I'll say that you manage. Sure, why not? You managed to break the statue off from its past. You had already seen that it was kind of very weak, right? As you pick it up, and as you pick it up, even in this enlarged form, and with this extra strength to you, you can feel that this statue does not feel like rock. It's like picking up something that is spongy or hollow on the inside.
Mm-hmm.
Crumble and it starts like pumice stone. Exactly. I was trying to think of the right rock, but yeah, it's very light, and you fling it across. Go ahead and make an attack roll for me.
Wow. Great. 15.
15. You fling it across the battlefield right over Renan, and everybody's like, woof, this large piece of stone flies, and it strikes her as she's starting to fly this way. And you can see that it looks like she's got two heads, or two faces for a moment. And you can't tell if it's like a blurred action or it's just the movement. It's almost like when you play in a game and there's like a little bit of a lag enough to where it kind of looks like it's jittery. There's like two faces, one looking one way, one the other, and the stone strikes her and shatters into thousands of little pieces that scatter everywhere. And you see that shimmer of her armor, arcane armor, kind of keep her safe once again.
Do I notice that there's a bunch of arcane things going on? Like how Kindred?
You notice that it does definitely looks like an arcane armor of her own.
Okay. Picking up the stone and flinging it, would that have been...
That's two actions.
Okay.
I gave two attacks, basically. You know what I mean? Like, if you're doing... Because then you were going to throw it.
Breaking the stone to grab it. And then,
yeah.
Okay. I'll use my bonus action then to go up to her, and we're going to do an unarmed strike.
Okay.
On her body.
Leaping over the pedestal there. Even as you're leaping up, you already can see the of another statue starting to be built again.
Let's do a draconic strike on her, and we'll make that let's make that fire damage. 20 to hit.
20 hits.
Okay, and we'll make that a stunning strike attempt as well.
Don't forget extra D4.
Oh yeah, okay. Alright.
So write it on the sticky next to you somewhere.
12 damage on that one.
12. You go in to make this strike. Your fist starts flying through the air with a unnatural amount of flaming energy as it strikes. You feel your fist make contact with solid air just inches from her body. As that arcane shield blasts outward, you see the fire explode from your fist, and you see it get absorbed into the shield. it just kind of resonates around. Doesn't make as much of a impact as you would have expected.
All right. And then, I will push past her as I'm mobile, and I want to get into the other room.
Okay.
And then
Charge
behind
off in
cover.
this. All right.
Yeah.
Let me.
Sandra, where are you going?
Where's the?
He
I don't
left
know.
us.
He left us. I don't know why I had to make the door sounds. Don't ask me why I had to make the door sounds, but I did.
Because you're mad that Galil got around your door.
No. There you go. Terrible doors. Terrible doors.
Knock knock.
All right, but you're gonna
Who's
go
there?
behind. We'll go say you go behind
And
the
it
door.
opens.
As you run around the corner, for the briefest of moments, you see a cavernous room beyond, dimly lit, but massive. All right, does that end your turn?
Yeah, that'll end my turn.
All right. We are going to. That's all right. That is now her turn. Now in this position, as let's see who is still here. Okay, seeing Kindred. There's gonna be two. You see, like her whole arm pulse with energy, and then these two bolts fly out from her, similar to the style of bolts that you've seen the flying wizards at the entrance of this place. It's that same sort of energy that seems to like radiate from her claws and just goes doof doof. One in your direction, and then one is gonna go towards. Well, we're gonna say that she aimed over at Sonder as he was running, but it's gonna go across the space towards Iskra. So disadvantage for the one that towards Iskra because it wasn't your intended target,
Yes.
but you're in that direction.
And I'm in patient defense, which would give it to me would give her disadvantage anyway.
Yeah, 16 then is the one for you, Iskra.
Misses.
And then
Nice.
the two towards Kindred. One is a 22.
Wait, I get 2?
Yep. She's got 3. He's shooting
got
3 bolts.
Okay.
And then 2. One is 22, and the other one's 32.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
Damn.
Shield. Missed the first one, but I'll take the second, obviously.
Alrighty. That first blast of hold on, wait. What did I just do? Okay, that first blast rockets towards you. You see it strike your shield with a impact that sends your feet skidding back like 2 inches. It's like whoosh. That second blast punctures that arcane barrier, and it kind of like envelops.
I imagine like that loud crack of lightning. That like, what the fuck?
And that'll be 32 points of force damage from
From
that
the second one, right?
From the second one.
Okay, 32.
We better figure out her weakness quick.
I think we need to flush her down the trash compactor.
That's
over
what
here.
I'm.
But I think it too.
Just like go down the sink.
Go for
Even
nap.
though
Go for
she's
nap. Go for
floating.
nap.
It's top of the round. As you are reeling from this blast of energy that just poured across your body, Kindred. You see her head crack in multiple directions. And she just kind of seems to be looking at where everybody is. And she is going to... You can see that the energy is starting to course through her body and then it just dissipates. It like seems like she kind of absorbed a little bit. And then she's no longer glowing. Okay. Yes. Renan, it is now your turn.
After having watched the bolt careen over my head and scarcely miss Iskra,
Mm-hmm.
I will fully pull off of where Galil is. I will kind of shift over kind of towards the door a little bit, but not actually going through it yet, and put my hand up and give off a bolt of guiding bolt.
Okay.
Where did it go? I just had it. I was just looking at the damn spell. There it is. Okay. 24 to hit.
24 hits.
Nice. And da-da-da-da-da.
So you'll be up next.
Alrighty. And that comes out to 36 radiant damage.
Okay.
And then next attack roll made against her. She has a slight mystical dim light glittering around her, so whoever hits next has advantage.
You see the beam of radiant energy splash against the shield, and it kind of brightens the entirety of her form once again. And then it kind of just lingers. The shield just kind of still showing where normally that radiant energy would focus and fall on the her person. It just seems like it sits on the arcane shield around her, and it just kind of highlights everywhere that is currently protected. All right. That ends your turn. Staying where you're at.
Well, yeah. So I'm moving over to the entrance of the doorway.
Over here.
To where I could be in half cover on the side of the door.
Okay. As you come over to the other side of the door, you see the ginormous hulking Sonder that is that is there on the other side of the door. No, I mean, this is a tall door. It's a 20-foot door. So it's a tall thing. All right. Anything else for you, Renan? That was it.
That's it.
So it is your turn.
I wonder if this works. As a bonus action, I want to do insightful fighting. I can make an insight check against a creature, against its deception check. What it does is it adds a sneak. It allows me to do a sneak attack even if I don't have advantage on it. But more so than that, I kind of want to see if the glittery light reveals maybe like a spot in the arcane shield that isn't currently glittering, if that makes sense. Like a
Make an insight check.
Like an Achilles heel.
yeah. A good roll.
And then Kindred, you're up after this.
I don't know about that.
28.
28.
I got a 19 on a die and a +9 on the insight.
Very nice.
Really, Taco?
All right. So so you don't see that there are any weaknesses on her armor. But for the sake of what it does, I mean, you still get what you said. It gives you like an advantage. So on your next attack, okay. You don't see any spots on the armor that aren't not covered.
How far away am I from her? Am I more than 40 feet away?
Yeah, I think so. She is currently 60 feet from you.
Oof. Okay, I'm gonna move a little bit more to my miniature's left. Um,
Over behind
then a little bit-
Oreo.
yeah, but basically I want to put myself in a position to where on my next turn I have a better chance of reaching her at 40.
But
I also
better chance would be
don't-
moving forward
Yeah,
because
and I
there's
also
no
don't
you're up against the wall at this point right now.
Right, yeah, I'm not trying to go back.
Right, no, but with Oreo there is like no space between you two and the wall. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Basically, I'm trying to avoid being clustered with everyone as well.
Yeah. So then your other best bet would then be to go to the right up this way. But if you're wanting to get closer, you would have to go this direction. Because
Yeah.
you can go that way, but it'd be a lot further and you'd still be up against the wall. So, or out in the open. So that's up to you.
Yeah, so I was thinking, who's that next to the pillar?
Arjun.
If I was to get close to Ardrin, would I be able to run through between the pillar and that thing, or is that too close to that hole?
Then you'd be right on
wouldn't
the
do it.
edges.
Okay, then I'll go the direction you suggested on my character's right side. I'll move
This
up.
way. And then up
Yeah.
some.
Yeah.
But you, how far do you want to move? Or do you want to just move over to the side so you're not super close to them? Or do you
I
want
want
to
to
move
get
up?
to. Yeah, I want to move up so that I am at most 40 feet from from her.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. We'll put you right here.
Well, what I'm saying is that I want to be at maximum 40
For
feet.
at max 40 feet. Okay, I got you. So to be at max 40 feet, you would have to be like right there. That'd be
Okay.
40 feet.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, so put you over here.
And I'm going to wild shape if it's gonna let me do that. And I'm gonna wild shape into a Nyxborn Lynx.
Nice. Where did mine? It's the large. It's a large creature.
Right.
Wait, do you have your ears?
Large kitty soul, yeah.
Well, I don't. Oh, wait. Is this? Oh, he fell out of his thing. All right. Well, guess what? You are gonna be an owlbear figure now.
It's like the real D&D movie.
All right. Anything else for you?
That's it.
Sweet. Describe to us what your Nyxborn lynx look like.
I would say that I think they're naturally more of like a darker color. But mine's gonna resemble more of a brownish or earthish colors.
Sweet.
Nyxborn. Just want to confirm.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
All right.
It's your spell.
Yeah. Kindred, it is now your turn then if there's nothing else for you, Soul.
Okay, I've been locked on this big thing. Am I getting a sense that this is she is absorbing it herself, or it's like a shield that's like pretty much like a super tough armor? And that is it something that she's casted I might be able to dispel after watching it like light up from being hit all these times?
You can make an Arcana check, but this is magic that you have never seen before.
I can probably put two and two together, get an idea maybe if it's a good roll. Would this be a bonus action or action?
Bonus action.
Okay.
Does he get any kind of little boost?
My dad
'Cause it's
said- no.
probably abjuration.
It is not abjuration.
That helps. 25.
25. It looks like the shield is doing a lot of the absorbing of the
All this hit damage.
mhm.
And so that was my other question. When I counter stabbed her in the back, did it get same thing like with the shield that it's been doing? Or did it like hit her?
It didn't hit her at all.
this shield thing went off. The same thing. Okay. So whatever you do, don't hit her with necro. It tickled her, and I'm gonna strafe on the other side of Oreo, that we were not so clumped.
This way?
Yes.
How far do you want to go?
I think where you had your finger was fine.
Over here?
Yeah, that sounds good. I'm not in like the visual range thingy of this cauldron, right?
You are not within 5 feet of it. No.
Okay, because I'm also aware of that too. A million things going on at once, and then what's the range on this? Who's after me? And they still have advantage because of your Renan, your guiding bolt, right?
Correct. No one has
Okay.
tried to take any hits out yet, so it's still active.
On and strafing by, I'm just gonna Graham, you're gonna hear me say Ardrin, I'm gonna time it, unleash hell on her, and I'll take down her shield under my breath, and I'm gonna kind of strafe that way, and I'm gonna hold another spell for when I see Ardrin do whatever he does.
Okay. Cool.
Oh, goody.
All right. That ends your turn. Ardrin, it is now your turn.
Just for my own clarification, is that a whirlpool in the floor, or is it like
Yes.
the? Okay,
That's the portal that you had seen before.
I was just
It's
making
like,
sure it wasn't like the.
That I almost dove into.
Yeah, I was just making sure it wasn't like the wormhole in Interstellar, where it's more of a globe rather than a.
Oh no! It's
And
literally
even though
like
it acts
it's
the
got
same way. Physically, it's different, and
it's got
Horizon.
the walls
Yeah.
that go up, so it almost looks like a fountain, and then you can peer over.
It's
But then
longer than
the
you think.
5 feet around it are the swirling
Okay.
clouds.
Okay, that actually changed what I was going to do originally. I just want to take a hitter at her if he's going to drop the shield. So I look to him, and I'm going to just wind up to give her an Eldritch Blast because I can apparently get advantage, but I'm still, I guess, waiting on Kindred because he was going to do something, right?
I'm essentially trying to time it last minute to do it right before it hits. That way, she like surprise shield no more, gets hit, bam, bam, bam.
So it'll still have to
Thematics.
go off before I do my thing.
Yeah, I'm
right?
gonna do
Just
mine
to
right
give you
before
more-
yours hits,
Yeah,
but
okay.
Thematically, like last minute to like surprise her.
Okay.
All right.
So I get advantage on this first hit, yeah?
Correct.
Cool. 30 for the first.
30 hits.
Cool. Let me just do the other ones. 26.
26 hits.
And that last one's a nat 20.
Whoa!
Nice.
Oh yeah. Nice.
Well, let's see if Kindred's thing actually worked.
So I kind of like weave a few things, and where she moved since her turn, she's kind of straight to her right?
I mean, she went to the left.
From her
from
original
where-
position. Oh,
She went to the left.
okay. So yeah, I'm just kind of gonna look and then like kind of whisper something and like kind of flick it, and I'm gonna thematic fun like send it through the portals. That way she doesn't even see it hit her, and it's just hopefully spell just comes down and she's like, "What?"
Okay. What are you casting?
Dispel magic.
Okay. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw for me.
That's a nat 20 or a total of 28.
Nice.
Nice. You only died twice.
It's not enough. No.
Okay. That
That crescendo.
As the spell strikes her, there is this strange shuddering around you, as if you see
Freaky Friday.
the energy kind of pull up from the ground, almost as if like black flames just erupt around you, but just enough to where you can barely see them. They're mostly transparent. It's just like around you, and you feel your self get torn and then put back, like something tried to shunt you and move you away. Your dispel is what you're casting, right?
Yes.
What is the effect of that?
If I see, pull it up real quick. That way, just have the wording. Choose a creature, object, or magical effect within range, and whatever, pretty much, and then like counterspell gimmicks. If it beats it automatically.
So,
or
what
if not,
level
it
did you send it at?
I'm going to say I cast it base level to see if it works.
Okay,
So 3rd level.
does not work.
Do I roll to see if it does work?
No.
As per like
It would if you got
Uh,
higher.
If you were rolled higher.
no, that's what I'm saying. Do I roll to attempt it?
Oh, yeah, sure, you can.
Counterspell,
Oh, okay, sure. Yes, I get you.
right?
Give it a shot.
Oh God,
You can certainly try.
I'm gonna do so.
Ooh.
16.
I think Taco gave you advantage earlier, so
Yes.
Sure.
I rolled 16, so 25.
It's pretty good.
The spell does not take.
well.
And the
But
mystery of Bulgarian voices is chanting in the background too, so we know
Can
it's
these
a
ladies shut up? I'm concentrating.
All right, Ardren, go ahead and roll your damage.
This is looking.
Okay, I'll do so. Oops,
Other
nope,
might
that
have
was
had
the
the
roll
right
for
idea going to the cavern.
That I rolled the wrong thing. Give me a sec.
you're
So 7. Ooh, that's a bad bit of damage. Ugh. And then. Ugh. Total of 27 force damage.
Sweet.
That was a terrible, terrible set of rolls. I just sort of like peeked my head up and just looking over at Kindred doing the thing, like, all right, and just boom.
As
I'm
your
not
bla-
feeling very happy or confident about it. Sorry, you were...
did you just like thematically just do one large bolt, or did you do all three like bang bang bang?
Bang, bang, bang.
All right. With
the
each of the
volley.
bolts that hit the Crypt Keeper, you see her shield take the impacts, but they don't seem to absorb the magic the way that the previous ones had. You saw the fire get absorbed, and all the lettering and runes around her armor seem to light with that red. But now it's just like you see it just like like it shakes as if struck. It doesn't seem to absorb the force damage.
Does it seem like she experienced it?
No, it's
Or did
still
it
the
seem like-
shield.
Okay, but it sort of seems like the shield took a hit rather than just ablated it out.
Right.
I kind of just call out, I'm not sure, but maybe some force damage will actually do some good. And
It's a weird shield. It's not normal. I don't know if I can.
And oh god, we're very clustered over here, and I don't like it.
I think it's the camera angle, but we're not as
It's not really help. You went where I wanted to go, so it's kind of messing with me.
You.
All right.
I'm just gonna try and take cover behind the statue, just because I feel like Saul's gonna move.
Okay.
And
Sounds
at least his not quite owlbear body will make a nice funeral shroud for when I die. So
All right, that ends Arjun's turn. It is now Iskra's turn as giant Iskra.
Yes. Okay. So I'm powered up.
We'll go Power Rangers.
I'm gonna start moving toward her, but I want to get between her and the wall. So I'm like right up in her personal space.
So like right here.
Is it possible
her
for
and the
me to
wall.
get like
Around this
between
way.
her and the wall so that we are aligned? With
There's no space for you to go here unless
like
you
I'm
were.
gonna shoot pool.
Yeah, if there was a way for you to get, if you were still small, you could fit here, but you cannot fit between her and the wall here. You could go like behind her this way, but there is no space
Okay,
between you and the
well-
wall here.
She's big enough that I think this will still work. So I'm gonna go up there to right that spot. Yeah.
Move up. Doosh, doosh, doosh.
And continuing the conversation about how it's her duty, I'm gonna say, duty to Thay, someone as powerful as you? Don't you choose your own duty?
Interesting. Make a persuasion check, trying to get her to speak out.
Yeah, I probably could have phrased it better because that didn't work. That was a 10. I rolled
10.
super low, even though I've got great persuasion.
He's got the look.
Nice.
I'm saying really corny stuff right now. I gotta fix it up.
At least your
Is it-
muscles are flexing as you say it.
You see that she kind of doesn't even. Well, she turns to your direction, and as you're running this way, she just seems to be like kind of prepared. You see again a movement of like her head kind of becomes normal, and then every now and then it just kind of like becomes multiple faces looking in different directions.
Yeah.
But go ahead and do what you're gonna do.
I'm then going to, as I'm in motion, I'm kind of taking a big swoop of air with me, and going to force it out this like, and do jet stream, but the air version.
Yeah.
And it's going to be pushed, also known as gust of wind when Renan casts it.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna make that 10-foot line to hopefully catch her in the side and
Okay.
try to push her towards the portal in the middle. So like there's a rush of air and whatever dust and dirt in here flies and kind of you see it swooping and then going
Push
like
outwards.
in a big arc around me.
Heck yeah.
And towards that vortex.
What's the save for this?
She has to make a strength saving throw.
Okay. Trolled a 21.
So that's not gonna do much.
Good advantage.
But as long as she's still in it, then when she starts her turn next time, she'll have to do it again. So,
Okay.
Mhm.
Um,
and I'm now concentrating.
we're now concentrating. Have a nice little bonnet.
What's a collar?
That's a collar.
you can't leash water. What are you talking about?
You put it in a
Watch.
bottle.
It's a little plastic
That's
ring
jail it.
for the
That's
cap.
different.
All right. As that in that case, as you are moving towards her, she's gonna use her legendary action after your turn before Galil. She is going to unleash her bolts into Iskra.
Yay.
The first one is going to be a 18.
They're like
This is-
physical bolts.
Second one is going to be a 31.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll use
And
my reaction.
the third one is a 17.
Okay, so 2 miss.
2 miss, 1 hits.
I'll use my reaction to bring my portal to try to intercept that second bolt.
You used your reaction already, I thought.
I'll use my.
You use your reaction to
Oh,
do
to
the
hold it.
dispel.
Damn it! That's right. Fuck.
And a question: when you're holding an action, doesn't that use your concentration
Oh, it does.
to
Oh,
hold
yeah.
to hold your spell? So you wouldn't have the portals anymore.
I fragmented. No.
You did not. But nice try. I appreciate it. That's 37 points of force damage from that blast.
We are in a lot of trouble.
Yes,
Okay.
we are.
Thanks,
so-
Galil.
All right. Oh, because I'm in my head. I'm like, what are you talking about? This is like you're this monster. You're this big form, and I was like, oh wait, it's still you. I'm thinking were polymorphed into this other thing. That's why I was like, what are you talking about? You're good. You got a health pool to work with. Oh, got it.
Nope.
No.
I've got some dodginess. At least I passed 2 of them up as I'm charging her.
Yep.
That's just a bison made out of glass, isn't it, at this point?
Yeah.
Galil, it is now your turn.
I'm gonna go radiant consumption, and
It's what is it? 10-foot radius around you.
I believe so. Yeah.
The flames that erupt around you. There you go.
10-foot radius,
Yep.
bright light, and dim light for another 20.
All right. Cool. What are you doing?
I am gonna go run up. We'll fly up to her now.
Alrighty.
Where it's
fly it.
melee range, pull out the sword and act like I'm gonna strike her.
Mhm.
But the other hand goes in further and makes sure I get a hold of her
Okay.
and force a vision.
Enforce the
Oh, shit.
vision. Oh. And what is the save for this?
There was no save. All I had to do was just make contact.
Wait a minute. Let me see what all I can before I just start divulging everything.
I'm gonna go for a cast.
Ooh.
Oh shit. Okay. Let me see here. What is it your spell says about this? Or what is it this ability says?
Hold on, because we homebrewed that shit.
Oh, this part of that Oracle thing?
Yeah.
You gonna Wednesday her?
It's Tuesday, sir.
You know what I mean.
To see the rims. The only dice roll I do after this is the Oracle Curse.
Alright. Cool. Alrighty.
You get a strong hand.
Interesting. You go to make the attack. And do you try and make the attack or no?
No, I was just using it as like she's gonna focus on my sword, but my
Yeah.
hand goes in further.
A feint.
Okay. Still make an attack roll for me, just to see
Aye.
if you can bypass the shield.
Does 19 hit?
No, it does not. I will say.
Oh, you know what? Hold on.
Yeah.
I do have something else to help out with that.
Okay.
There you are. I will use Favor to the Gods. Once per short rest, if I fail a saving throw or miss with an attack roll, I can roll 2d4 and add it to the total, possibly changing the outcome.
Do it.
Roll those caltrops.
Yep.
Roll those ouch. Roll those ouch dice.
So 19 plus whatever I'm gonna roll. One and two. So that's a 21 plus 24.
24. Interesting. All right. You are going into the past. What are you looking for in this past?
Exactly what she is doing here. Hoping I can see
A weakness.
well, that and mainly see if she knows the secret, not the secrets, but the
Phylacteries?
that word looks like.
Interesting. You make the move. Your hand, you can see her focus of attention. It shifts. The ward stops the blade inches from her body. But that wasn't your goal. Your goal was to slip through. And at first you strike and you feel the solid arcane energy keep your hand from passing through. And then you focus harder and you feel the fire burn around your fingers. That divine fire as it burns through slowly through that arcane ward. And your hand catches forward and you grip onto the calf of this large floating entity. And as your fingers wrap around the calf, your eyes blaze white. You're already imbued with this radiant energy as you have reached into this ASMR form, your brilliant wings shining outwards and casting light in all directions. And even though she seems to be shimmering with darkness, there is this battle of contrast that suddenly makes everything go black around you. And you try and focus to see where you are. And you hear water. Lots of water. A voice, disembodied, speaking in Thayan, repeating over and over and over. You feel the sense of comfort being torn. You feel your body being stretched in multiple directions. And you see this in the briefest of a flash, and then in another instant you see a haggard lich in a deep, dark cavern, searching over tomes, speaking with a shadowed figure, having been given some strange, thin, metallic device. On it, runes shift and move, and she starts to enchant something. She chants faster and faster, and you see this portal of swirling white energy tormenting round and around, but there's no wind. You see this lich stand in its very center, and as she reaches upwards, you see a hand materialize and grab onto hers, and she pulls violently. A runic circle appears on the ground. This creature, whatever it is, was pulled from another place. Her body made of segmented carapace. A clacking mandible-like jaw turns and she screeches at the lich, speaking in a language you do not understand. And yet the Thayan continues her chant. And in that moment you see the Lich's body begin to fall apart as it crumbles. And the tall figure reaches and lunges forward towards the body, but hits the edges of the barrier like as if hitting the inside of glass. And a red energy starts to suffuse around the bottom, coiling up around this entity. A red smoke suffusing the carapace body as she screams. And you get these weird double visions. You see it from and feel it from the Lich's perspective. At last, the power she sought. This would be enough. This would please Tam. And then you feel a shift of feeling, anger, sadness. The worm. The worm. I cannot feel the worm. I cannot feel the hive. Where are the voices? Where are the rest? Switches again, back to the Lich. I will bind you and you will be mine. The smoke fills the entirety of this chamber. And then the spell fades. The smoke falling. Now, two have become one. The Lich and this entity from another place, a powerful entity, one that could bring an unlimited amount of energy. A combining of places to hide away. This would please Tam. This would please Tam. This would please Tam. What are you doing? Immediately you are shunted outwards, and you find yourself back in the fight once again. Your mind echoing with the enraged scream of the Crypt Keeper as her eyes burn downwards to you. You have peered into a place that you do not belong. You have learned a thing that does not make sense. This thing is two in one. And she has no choice. Does that end your turn?
Get the fuck out of there.
I am gonna bring my sword back, act like I'm gonna strike again, and then Misty step out.
Nice.
All right, where are you going?
I am going back to where I was.
All right, back over here.
Yeah.
You move over there.
She follows you.
She's following.
All right.
I'm just gonna yell out, she's 2 in 1? 2 forms in 1?
What do you mean?
All right. Anything else you're wanting to do?
That's it.
Sunder, it is your turn. You are behind the door. You just saw Galil burst into flames, run forward, and then almost immediately back with this blast of like smoke and flame.
Getting behind the door, I would have switched to my bow and readied that, and then taken aim.
Peered out.
I'll do two strikes there. Let's see.
I'm getting water.
Okay.
31 to hit on the first.
31 hits.
Ooh. And then 15 on the second.
Misses.
Okay.
Do you also have 2 souls?
Mommy?
For the damage, is it only for unarmed strikes, or is that any attack? That extra D4. That
For the enlarge.
I imagine it's just like unarmed. Yeah, when you're large.
Well, Your Honor, you'd be able to pull it back harder.
Okay, well, yeah, that makes
Well, but
sense.
I don't know. I'm just devil's
I don't know
advocate.
if it's
things.
yeah. If it is, then it's 10 points of damage on that.
It just says that
attack.
targets attacks.
That's an
Okay.
attack.
That works. 10 points of damage on that first strike.
10 points of damage.
Why does it sound like there's playing ping pong back there?
And then I'll get out of cover, run over to her, and we'll do like a kicking strike.
Okay.
Ooh, nat 20.
Nice.
33,
That hits.
but a nat 20. And then that'll be 18 points of damage.
All right.
Do I still feel the ward every time when I hit that time?
Yep.
Okay. All right. We'll make that a flurry of blows and hit one more time. Ooh, that's gonna be a 22 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. And that'll be 13 points of damage.
13 points of damage.
Yeah.
All right.
And that'll be fire damage for those two.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I'll step back in to the spot that I was at.
Yeah, because Sandra, you do notice that when you walk up there, you feel like an intense rush of wind against your body.
Going in. You can see the cloth that kind of hangs around her, giving her that like ghoulish banshee kind of form, is blowing in the wind very dramatically right now.
So if I'm noticing that, then
when you struck her with the fire, you see that the runes around her arcane armor glow bright red and seem to absorb that fire.
the those runes, do they seem to be like faltering or not at all?
Nope, they just glow.
Wow, those.
What were you gonna say when you felt the wind? What?
If I felt the wind, would I have noticed that Iskra's trying to like do a thing?
Probably.
She's like,
I mean, I'm huge, so you
Yeah.
could probably see me
Yeah.
like moving in
Yeah,
direction.
for sure.
Right, for sure. Okay, well, in that case, after kicking, instead of going back, I'll go across so I can do like a. Yeah,
Just gonna rotate around to the other side.
perfect. Yeah,
All right.
and that'll be my turn.
It is now her turn.
Aaron, I DM'd you my curse, by the way.
Oh, okay.
She needs to make a strength saving throw to begin her turn.
Okay. Strength saving throw. That will be a 16.
She fails.
Okay. With this gust, does it change the fact that she is considered a huge creature? That she is one size larger
Let
than you.
me see. It says nothing about size.
All right, cool.
it's about the motion.
So-
though.
She's gonna get pushed. And she's going to get pushed 15 feet in the direction of the line.
Cool. That's going to push her 5, 10, 15 right to the edge of the thing.
Yes.
Nice.
I think that's the most sinister I've ever heard you be. And
Yes.
Oh wait. Yes.
It's the
Beautiful.
blue screen of death.
There you go.
All right.
Steppies. Oh no.
she's gonna leave you straw buried.
As she gets blasted backwards, she's going to fire out one bolt at Sonder for the strike that you just did.
Mhm.
And as she does so, that's going to be a 19.
That'll he'll dodge that.
Okay. You dodge the beam as it like strikes the wall above you. As you watch her go by, you see her face like become a ring almost of faces. It goes all the way around in a 360 degrees, just like it spreads. I need Arjun. Actually, I need everybody to make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ruh-roh.
Everybody?
Everyone. Well, except for Renan, because Renan is behind the door. But everybody else is within sight enough. She's
It's
knows
gonna be made.
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Okay.
Exact same roll. Oh no.
Okay.
Been great, everybody. See you next time.
All right. Sonder, what'd you get?
15.
Okay. Soul.
I used my inspo as well, and on my second roll, I got a nat 20 for a total of 29.
Cool. Galil.
I'm still adding.
Okay.
I will come back.
Iskra.
I have a
Actually,
22.
Cool.
real quick, Aaron, I forgot because I'm in Nixborn Lynx shape. It's actually a 21 wisdom
21?
saving throw.
All right. Cool.
Keep
Renan.
your same stats.
You are. Oh, you're not. You're on the other side of the door. Kindred.
26.
Galil.
Dirty 20 for me and a 26 for Oreo.
It's gonna be made.
For all that you do.
You needed a 21 to beat
Oh,
this.
fuck.
Fuck.
So you hear her shout in multiple directions at once.
I'm sorry, real quick. I have to correct myself once again. It actually says here that in wild shape, I keep my intelligence, wisdom, and charisma scores.
Yes.
So it is a 29. Sorry.
29. Okay.
Nice.
You send some of that over.
So
here.
let me see. The ones who
Please,
failed, the ones who failed then was Galil, Ardrin, Sonder, and Iskra. You did over 21, right?
I saved it. I'm
Okay.
over 21. I
I'm
can
just happy
legally
Oreo saved.
save this throw.
In all directions, you hear her voice.
I feel a little tied up. Shall we? Shall we?
And in that moment,
Uh-oh.
you see
Uh-oh.
Galil vanishes. Sonder. Ardrin. And the Crypt Keeper.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
This is still the same round. We haven't started top of the round yet, right?
This is the end of the round. Yes.
Okay. Fuck.
Aaron, that
This was a
effect-
spell.
This was a lair ability.
Oh, never mind then.
Would you say this
Maybe
counts
we'll
as
be
a
back.
magical effect?
Yeah.
Not in this. No, in the same way that a dragon's breath is a magical effect. It's not quite the same. This is something that is inane to this lair, and you see as this happens, the coursing energy from above strike those places where everybody was. And the rest of you are found looking around for your friends. A brief moment later, or at least it feels like a brief moment later, Arjun, Sonder, and Galil, you are thrown to the ground in a whole different place.
Are they all
Oh
dead?
no.
No, just a different place. And that is where we are going to go to break.
Fuck.
as she
Already
has.
broke us.
We entered her mind palace.
So, this is gonna be
Story
fun
world.
because now Renan, do me a quick favor. Roll me a perception check.
Vision or
Just a perception
sound?
check. Yeah,
Oh, no.
Well,
sound.
sight or sound?
Sound.
Oh,
Do we have to
vampires
deal with
ready to
ads
go.
while they fight the boss in the separate space?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. All right, cool.
Oh no.
You hear something pop and sizzle behind you in the room behind the doors that you are in.
Ooh.
And that's where we're gonna go to break.
Oh no.
I'm just slowly turning around. Merde.
All right, we'll be right back. We're gonna take a quick break. We have a lot that's coming up, so we're gonna try and make it as quick a break as possible. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back.
He said also that he is as of yet unsure which player character he is his favorite yet.
Oh, that's
Who's
fair.
in the running?
Well, we'll have to see
in the-
who's still alive in a
Hold on,
minute,
Ryan.
so...
Precisely.
wait,
don't,
yeah.
don't choose one right now.
Don't choose one
Always
yet.
set you
It
up
might
for
change.
disappointment.
It might change.
You can
All right, guys.
Character.
Choose you. Who's your character? All right. So, jumping right back in at the top of the round. Renan, you hear that pop, crackle, and sizzle behind you, and you see the flash of light in the room that is to your back. What are you doing?
Pretty much what I had said prior to break. It was just like slowly turning around, merde, and looking over my shoulder. What do I see in there?
In the large, somewhat pillared room, you see four bright flashes of light, and one that starts to suffuse the room with a brighter fire. It seemed that whenever they disappeared from this room, they moved over to the next.
All of them? Like everybody?
You don't see anybody. You just see
Oh.
you saw four flashes of light as they disappeared from over here, and then there were four flashes of light in this room.
I'll shout out to the rest of the group. I think they might be in here. And I will turn around and I will hold action for if I see her or anything trying to eat me. Eldritch Blast.
All right. Sounds good. That ends your turn. Soul, what are you doing?
I'm going to move up to 40 feet towards Renan when he hears him say that.
Oh yeah, so you definitely can. You go right up to. You get up to here with your 40 foot of
Okay.
movement. Or running
then-
that direction. You can use unless you want to. Unless you have another action, you can just use your dash then as your animal to double your speed.
Yeah, for my bonus action, I'm going to call forth my bear totem to be closer. So
Okay.
more between me and Renan.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right. Anything else?
and that's it. Nope.
Kindred, what are you doing?
Okay, so he's just like in the side room, hearing him say, "They're over here,"
Yeah.
and she left, or she disappeared from my view as well, right?
Correct.
Okay. Is there anyone still beside me in
No.
the other room? Okay.
Yeah, you're back over here.
Oh, that's the original room, just different
Yep.
angle. Okay.
Yep.
Now I see. Gotcha.
Meet.
Okay. God damn it! I'm gonna pull in my feather duster, toilet. Get on. I'm gonna like old lady scooter around the long way.
What's speed on it?
60.
All right, cool. Just put you over here.
Yeah, as long as I'm not near a prism.
Mhm.
And Oriole hasn't gotten hit or anything, right?
No.
As far as I can tell, she okay.
He is perfectly fine
Don't say that and jinx it, damn it.
for now.
Um. And Galil, you
Hold on,
disappeared.
Yeah,
Right.
I disappeared.
Okay, hearing Renan say they're over here, I'm just gonna point and message. Hopefully, Galil. Maybe he's in that direction. Maybe he's I hit him. And I'm gonna whisper. You gave me Amaranth's dagger. Is that anything magic?
Roll a d20 for me.
Just flat, no bonus and no nothing.
Correct.
That's gonna be a 12.
Khalil doesn't hear anything. Needed a 15 or higher.
You get the crypt
Advantage?
keeper
No.
responding.
What? I've been looking for that. No,
You're just,
okay.
I mean, you know, just in the like trying to find.
Yeah, just like in the doorway, like
Yeah.
that general. But who knows where they're at anyway. And I'm going to. That was an action or a bonus action?
I don't know. What is the spell?
It's a spell, but we kind of like when messaging like that, kind of play it as bonus action E. But I just want to check.
I mean, if it's an action, if it says it's an action, then it's an action.
Okay. Bonus action.
I think because it's a cantrip, I think we can kind of bend it a little bit.
Yeah,
but-
that's kind of why we kind of wiggle room with it. But
Yeah.
just checking in with you. Where's it at? Where's it at?
Audrey,
One
you're
of
gonna
these
be
I
up
think
next.
is
Ooh, I'm excited.
bonus. Okay, those are all actions as well. So then I'm just gonna reach in my bag on my way over there and then chug a potion.
Okay. All right. Let me
Over in the Shadow Realm.
Dark magician.
adjust this back over here to the other side. Ardrin, as you awaken and find yourself in a new space.
We at least have light.
Oh,
That's
man.
There's
cool.
no map
We're
cam in the
her
stream,
throne
FYI.
realm.
Oh yeah, we do need.
Switching that. Give me 2 seconds.
He
Ooh, we
did
get
a
Soulception. I love
dramatic
when that
reveal
happens.
for us, but sorry, y'all didn't see it.
Yeah.
I
was
that,
awesome.
that was a cool little camera pan.
Is that the
but
couch
I'm
cushion?
Was cool.
Do it again. Do it again.
You'll just have to take our words for it. Folks.
I'm just happy that we found her throne realm. Apparently, that's all this is to me.
All right. As you find yourself, there's like a little brief stumble step forward, and you can feel like this weird coursing energy that goes through your body. Just a wee bit as that last bit of energy kind of suffuses out of you from the shunting into another place. So, Ardrin, there you find yourself here. It gives you a little more of a view of the entirety of
Oh
this.
yeah, no, just pan all the way through. I'm loving.
You know,
this
like at the
entire
beginning
setup.
level of like Mario Kart, it just shows like a good little tour of the whole thing. We need you to be that little Koopa.
So
My very
musical
first-
compared to what's going on right now.
My very first 3D animation final project was you have to create like a level and then create the sort of like roller coaster pan through. So this is just what this is giving me memories of right now.
All right. So, thank you. What would you like to do?
I would like to step a little bit away from the potential bulk, and I would like to sneeze. Wait a sec.
Hard mood.
Oh, and it's not happening.
Oh, that's the worst.
It's Because when I was making the ginger tea, some of the particles kind of just wafted right up. And was like,
That was a
Nice.
legendary action by the boss.
yeah.
Shoot the camera. Oh no.
First, could I be like facing her instead of?
Sure.
That's more fluff, but so we got the bare necessities from Galil that this was a somehow two-spirited being. Beyond that, we have no specifics. We didn't get any of what he got.
Mm-mm.
She's a BOGO.
I get like 20 hours in 6 seconds.
Not
Ooh,
even
the
that.
highlight reel.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
But I think about the fact that this was or is a guardian, a perverted form of a guardian. And I think back the last time I know the Thans did this to Leanne. Is that a reasonable line of logic, or is that?
It's kind of hard to say because we have that was for Vienna. It was a very different thing. She definitely was. Yeah.
I know it's a little tenuous, but it's more just you can sometimes put things together in your head that aren't exactly the same, but
Yeah, but feel similar in the sense that this was possibly another being that was then overtaken and is now controlled and combined.
You identify with that,
Like a Jinchuriki.
and that's
I
what
feel
became
like
personal for
Arjun
me.
could at least thematically place that rather than necessarily be the exact same thing, just similar enough to be uncomfortable, but useful in a way. He's going to be holding the sword kind of loosely in a underhanded grip, like not quite supplicating, but more just let's hold off on a fight for a second kind of mood. And thinking about that, maybe they stopped VN from becoming whatever this is in the long run. As tenuous as a thought as that may be, sometimes your fears don't line up with what is actually true. We could help you. You were a guardian. This happened to another friend of mine that was like you. And in my head, I think back to the last lesson that she gave to Saul. How it was about returning someone to their real form. And he continues, we can unmake what was done to you, give you back what was taken, so that you can return to where you were, who you were, protect what matters to you, and we can stop them. All you have to do is let us.
Make a persuasion check.
I don't get advantage from emotional trauma, or
if she was in maybe a weaker state, I would say yes.
I meant my emotional trauma. But,
Emotional damage.
16.
Okay. I'm not gonna say this is like necessarily an action or anything, but if you taking it into account that she is there on this throne, hovering and lording above you now, starting to kind of rise a little bit. There is a little bit of like that little like tilt of the head as if she is listening to your words but is not reacting.
I would like to follow it up with because it sort of feels like over the course of this war that I arrived in, even before I met the group, there's a war in the natural order of things. And using minor illusion, he's going to So that'll be my action, is to coil vines around my arm and my hand to represent the natural order as they bloom into little flowers, little wild fey-like flowers. And he's kind of just holding out his hand to her as a sign of, I'm still trying. I'm trying to get you to listen rather than attack. So it's just, yeah, following on that.
Okay.
He's just going to stay where he is and waste my action.
Interesting. Okay. Make another persuasion check. Give me a second one. This is a different approach now.
22.
All right. You see her start to float forward and then stops, but that's about as much of a reaction as outwardly visible right now.
Still kind of holding the sword in that like loose, underhanded grip to show that I'm not really wielding it. I'm kind of just trying to like gesture to them, not to go ham just yet. We have an opening.
Okay.
He said as his last words.
All right. Does that end your turn? I believe.
Yep.
Okay.
And once again, the set piece is gorgeous.
Thanks. As we pan back around all of this right now, we're going to shift completely over to the other side of the universe.
Max? No.
It's just
And
like
in this,
Not that far. It's too far.
that part,
Never show this part again.
Iskra, Iskra is now your turn.
I'm just gonna, I guess, charge in because they're in there. Then that's where you gotta go.
All right.
So
80, 60, 65.
I move 50 most of the time. I don't know if
Okay.
me being large changes that at all. So
Nope. You're not heavy. Well, your new size doesn't slow you down. You're just new size.
20 feet, barrels past Renan, and gets you 30 feet in this direction. So now, having left this side, avert thy eyes. Whoa! You are now running in from this side, as over here is the doorway
okay,
that leads into this space.
neat. We're behind her. Do I get a chance to hear any of what Ardrin said to her?
I would say that you can hear him talking to her as you are running in, because it's the same round, so it's the same 6 seconds of.
I imagine it's a little like hearing the opening to what is it? Bill Collins in the Air Tonight, where it's that sort of like reverse echo sound.
No.
Cool. Yeah, it is a big space too, so he probably is echoing, and so cool. In that case, once I get in here, I'm gonna try to follow up what he said. And I'll say, you should listen to my friend. We've redeemed other people. We serve someone that many of us call the god of second chances. You have an opportunity here.
Okay. Make a persuasion check for me.
Perception.
Perception.
Okay. That is going to be a 24.
Ooh.
Ada, ada.
Hada, hada.
Okay. I'm keeping track of these things. Is that what you're going to use for your turn?
I like that I'm positioned kind of behind her now, having used my movement, and I still have all of my actions. So God, it feels like a waste to not attack, but I need to back up my words. I feel like it'll screw it up if I go in for a hit now.
Like the bonus
So,
action.
I am going to just take up a less threatening but still ready posture. Go ahead and bring my arms down to my side. Take that running motion that I'd come into and kind of step back off of my feet like I'm not ready to go anywhere, you know. And like just have my palms facing up, you know. Like, look, we can work this out.
Okay.
Just
Interesting.
music. Damn.
Does that end your move then? End your turn?
As I do that, I'm still gonna use my bonus action to have patient defense.
For sure.
So,
Good. Smart.
just in case, ready to go.
As we shift over from your turn over to Galil, having just kind of been shunted out of her mind, your brain is still reeling with the images and trying to process these things that are not your memories, someone's memories, multiple someone's memories, and it shouldn't. So many things that, and so many things, I guess more like so many conflicting feelings that you are feeling here. The craving of power and the excitement of potential and the anger and hunger and loss of being and all of these things that are combining and swirling around in your head with fear and hunger, fear and hunger. And you're hearing Arjun's words and Iskra's words. What are you doing?
I am. Where is it? There. Where is it? Gonna cast mirror image on myself.
Is that a concentration?
No.
Nope.
Okay.
And then fly up with the sword ready and say, beast, don't let the lich take you anymore. Be free of her.
Yes, Daddy.
Interesting. Okay.
Yes, I love it. We're using the power of friendship.
And all
Ah,
form the emotional bond.
All right. There we go.
Mambo number 5.
Make a persuasion check for me.
Persuasion.
And then Barnaby comes out too, like, hey, come on, guys, just calm down.
No, that's one of the faces that's circling in the ring.
18.
All right. Anything else?
Action, bonus action now. So
Okay. Sonder. seeing and hearing all of this. Granted, now here's the weird thing, right? Because this is the same 6 seconds, so it's like everyone's
just went from like
Everyone's being
hardcore.
very supportive right now.
Everyone was just like talking at the same time. It's just like,
Many faces. Like,
We can fuzz it, right?
yeah, we can
It's the
fuzz.
final battle.
I want to do a perception check of the room. Those 3 crystals that are in the front.
Mhm.
What do they seem to be doing?
Flashing.
flickering.
Just flashing, just that.
From immediate without like using a lot more intense and longer term look, you know what I mean? Like it's just at a quick glance, basically, is what I'm saying, is what you're able to gather at a quick glance. If you're wanting to spend more time to watch them and see if they're doing anything, then it might take a bonus action to
I want it
do
to
that.
just be my action that I'm observing the room, specifically those 3, to see if they have any semblance for like doing anything to her or their purpose.
Okay.
That'll be my turn.
All right, then make me a perception check for me.
Okay. That'll be a 25.
Damn.
Okay. 25. As everyone is like trying to shout these words of encouragement, and you're kind of just watching these things, they pulse with the same beat as the rest of the green veins, which you can see everywhere in this room. They have the same kind of like whenever the power like courses through here, you see them light up. It's as if they are conduits of the veins. It kind of reminds you almost of the shards that are in the other room, where the arcane plasma, the necrotic plasma lightning stuff goes to those veins, or goes to those shards. These look like those same things, but up out more of the walls, if that makes sense.
Okay. Fuck.
All right.
Do the runes that are like the word that's on her, does that pulse at that same beat?
No.
Or
In
no?
fact, you don't
Okay.
see the runes anymore.
The words. Gotcha.
As the attacks have gone, you don't have that. It was glowing brightly, like continuously, when you had advantage on her to hit, but now that it is no longer on there, you don't see it.
I'm going to then I'll use my bonus action to go into patient defense as well.
All right. All right, and that ends your turn.
Mhm.
It is now her turn. She is going to scream. There's this loud scream that she just kind of like roars out into the space, and everything around you starts to like shake and shudder. I need everyone in the room to make a wisdom saving throw.
Again?
Oh.
Wait, does that mean I'm missing this wisdom save too?
No, because you are technically in the room.
Okay. I'm just making sure.
yeah.
Made her conflicted.
I was like, it's gonna be real funny if I missed both of them from just sitting in the doorway.
So you had cast I don't know if it was resistance or
It was
guidance on.
strength checks.
No, this was before the fight. It was like something that I think lasts for like an hour.
If he concentrates on it.
It was a
Yeah.
concentration.
Yeah.
I use my inspiration.
I think I gave you resistance. And I don't know, Aaron, what do you think? I would have dropped it to try to summon the
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, never mind. It's all good. I was just trying to remember what it was. Wow.
You
I'm gonna
couldn't
use
really
my
dance.
inspiration. This is terrible.
All right. Iskra.
Inspiration helped a little. 18.
Okay. Renan.
That is a 24. No, 22.
22. All right. Ardrin.
It was, I believe, a 15. 15.
15.
Ooh.
Okay. Galil.
19.
19. Sonder.
As well.
10.
19.
19.
Yeah.
18 is the DC for this particular ability. With this psychic scream, as it echoes out and shatters out in all directions, it like resonates in your mind. You are considered paralyzed until the end of the next turn, and until the end of its next turn. So until the end of your next turn, Ardrin, you're paralyzed.
Is this a
You have
charm?
advantaged. No, it's not a charm. But if you have any, hold on. If you have do you have advantage against being
Advantage
frightened?
against being paralyzed.
No, frightened.
No.
Oh, okay, then it's a straight roll. If a creature has immunity to being frightened or advantage on saving throws against being frightened, it has advantage on this saving throw.
Mm.
Yes.
Nope.
I do. Do it.
Okay. Wait, what happened here? What is this? Okay. So I'm just gonna put.
So then, can I take my? Can me and
Yes.
Iskra take our inspirations back because we have advantage on that kind of thing?
I mean, you already used
That
them.
would be a double roll there. Right. So if we have advantage on the frightened thing, both me and her, we would have used that as our advantage roll instead of using inspiration as our advantage roll. Does that make sense?
Ah,
Sure.
You know what I mean?
indeed.
Yep. Now that we know.
Yay.
You have advantage on being frightened.
Look,
We do.
Okay. So then top of the round, Renan. What are you doing? As I shift back over. Well, you're basically in the doorway, so you're gonna be like right over here. I'm just gonna move to
Okay.
the door way over here.
How far away is that closest pillar?
This pillar? Or sorry, this pillar over here?
I
That's
mean,
the closest one.
That would be fine. I didn't realize that there was one there.
Yeah. Closest pillar. There's 4 of the large ones. These go all the way up to the roof. That's just why they're
Okay.
cut. They're cut off. The only one that doesn't is this one, and that's why it has a top on it.
Oh, he did it just for Ardwin.
Okay, so you're gonna go. Let me see what the range is here. To the pillar, from you to the pillar, is like 60 feet.
That psychic scream did a whole lot of damage.
All right, what are we doing?
You said 60?
Yes.
Damn. Okay,
correct.
well then I will get as close as I can flying over there.
What's your speed?
50 flying.
Okay, so just put you right there.
And did it seem like the scream was meant, like, was it her recoiling from?
I mean, it was just a psychic. It was just a
persuasion?
scream that echoed
of
throughout.
passion.
Kind of hard to say.
What does
I
her
f-
facial expression look like?
There is no face to see. She is
Oh, yeah,
She
covered.
does have a
Fair.
veil on. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair. Okay. And how high up is the room?
We'll say it's a good. It's a good. At least using the tallest points here. That's backwards. Yeah, we're gonna say it's a good 80 feet up. It's a big room.
Okay. Then I will start to call up my Call Lightning spell. But I'm going to hold action on bringing down the bolt for if she causes damage to anybody again.
Okay. Okay. So you
Kind of-
yeah.
As
so-
I'm flying, like hands out to either side, my fingertips start to arc with lightning, and the storm cloud starts to build up in the rafters, so to speak.
All right. Cool. Anything else?
Not at present.
As you fly into the room and the clouds start to consume the upper reaches of the cavern, and you can see that it hides the top from being seen. I'm not going to say obfuscate. I'm not. And as you are running in here, she's going to use her legendary action to fire off 3 of her bolts at you as you run in, or as you come in.
Alright, then yeah, the lightning bolt will fall down on her.
Cool. First attack on you is going to be a 15. The second attack is a 32, and the third attack is a 25.
Well, 2 of them hit.
Okay. So you go ahead. She needs to make a dex save.
Yes.
Dex save on her end is a 29.
So she passed, so she will take half damage. Doo-doo-doo. Yeah, it's this.
So that
Okay.
blast of lightning that goes down. How many of these do I have? There we go. Crackles down.
It would have been 38 lightning damage, so math.
19.
Okay.
19 lightning damage. All right, so the 2 attacks to hit you. One is going to be 33 points of force damage. And the second one is going to be 29 points of force damage. As the bolts go around you, the one that misses creates a small crater of dirt and ash and shards of stone that go spraying in all directions. Okay. Does that end your turn?
Yep. That'll be it.
Okay. Soul. It is your turn. You use your movement, double movement, to get it into the room.
I'm gonna do the same thing as last time, where I'm using bonus action to move the totem. The totem. Double check. Yeah, it can be moved up to 60 feet, so I'm gonna try to move it as far into the room as I can.
Move it right there. So, with that new range, currently, Iskra, Renan, you guys now have this
Strength
buffer. Okay. Ends your turn?
Yes.
Okay. Kindred, it is now your turn. Dashing in?
It's still Oro in there with me, right?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I'm moving in. Just gonna make one quick look to make sure nothing's come from the other side that's caught up to us now, maybe.
Yep. Don't
But
see
I just
anything
wanna
coming up.
Quick glance that shit.
Yep. Don't see anything
can.
coming up that direction.
Okay. And I'm gonna come in like kind of high up very slowly because I'm not hearing like clanging or like battle. At least I don't think. So just kind of cruising in, seeing stand still.
Well, you just heard a lightning bolt, and you heard the blast of the arcane bolts striking Renan
Yeah.
as you come in.
That's Renan's like quick. He doesn't think, he just shoots.
I mean, it's easy to assume that might have been on Soul.
But now getting in there, do I see Galil now?
I
on
did
the
forget
far
to say
side.
I'm therefore concentrating.
Okay.
So
On the other side of the room, yeah, you can see him from a distance.
Okay. Oh, I was that way.
I am a shining bright, so.
Yeah, now you can see him pretty
Well,
brightly.
yeah, I know.
But
I
you
was
couldn't
like,
see
I
him
was
from
here,
the door.
but I was
Yeah.
over there.
All right, what are you doing?
Message you, Galil. What do you mean she's 2 and 1? Why are we stopping? What happened?
I'm going to reply back right now.
Yeah.
Okay, the Lich is fused with something from another dimension.
Oh, I can't. I don't want to say something else, but I can't do it back. And she's just kind of like, what is her body language now? If I get anything,
Can't
left?
tell. Can't from
Okay.
where you're at. You barely see her, but you can see that she is just fired bolts at Renan.
Oh, I'm not like, because I'm on my feather duster.
Right, but even from there, you're behind this. You're behind
What?
this thing. So coming
okay.
in from the
I got
back,
you now.
can't
I
really
didn't
see
see
that.
that.
Yeah.
My
So
bad.
she's got like this big throne thingy.
Okay, she's a pretty princess.
All right, what are you doing?
That's action. And Renan's way the fuck over there. How do y'all look down below me?
Actually, to that question, did we take damage off of that scream, or was it just the fear
Just
effect?
paralyzed. Just the paralyzed.
Oh, I'm good then.
I see the monks. Are they? Y'all look decent at quick glance,
Yeah.
or not too
You
damaged?
don't see anything different than what you had seen already.
Okay. I was gonna hand throw one of y'all down a potion, but I'm just gonna chill.
All right, cool. Arjun, as your body is like frozen in that paralyzed scream, the scream that you felt wasn't just, it wasn't pure rage. It was frustration.
Pain.
It was pain. It was anger.
Grief.
It was a lot of feelings, yeah. So it's like taking what feelings you had already and then amplifying them.
Sorry, my feelings or feelings that I was getting from her?
No, feelings that you had, that you
I
had.
see.
So it just basically took those and then it resonated with those feelings to where it made you paralyzed for a second.
Ooh, feedback loop.
Basically.
We're harmonizing.
Oh.
Am I able to speak?
Paralyzed. You are incapacitated.
Like speak
It doesn't say.
falteringly?
Yeah.
I
That's
think it
more
does say something
stunned.
to that effect. Oh, that's stunned.
Yeah, stunned is where you speak falteringly. And
Can't
paralyzed.
move or speak.
Oh, it does say that? Oh, yeah, I do see it.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess at this point, since you're paralyzed until the end of your turn right now, so you are no longer. You can shake it off, but that is the.
Yeah. So I can't move and I can't speak.
Don't speak.
Just think.
Actually, am I able to use the spy's murmur?
Sure,
psychic.
it's a psychic thing. Sure, why not?
Get Renan to. Sorry, I'm using the wrong voice. Get Renan to stop. And there's like the hands kind of just sort of
Wiggle
shaking
your
as
big toe.
the illusion of the vines growing into flowers does what nature does, which is to what's the expression? Born to blossom, bloom to perish, and then the cycle begins again. And the only reason why I'm making the argument that this is still happening is because he had already casted it and it was still there.
Yeah, sure.
It's not concentration. So he's just trying to intimate to her the concept of the natural order. Remind her of maybe what her original purpose was.
Okay. All right, that ends your turn. We go to Iskra. Yeah, go to Iskra.
No longer referred.
You are no longer.
Paralyzed.
You are no longer. Yeah, paralyzed. Ah. Well, whatever. This off. All right.
I got a guy to fix that up for you.
Iskra, what you doing? We switch this back over.
I'm gonna try to get closer while speaking to her.
Okay.
Still in that non-threatening posture. And as I'm walking past Renan, I'll try to get his attention with what I am saying to her, and like hopefully he'll understand that I'm still trying to persuade her now that he's in the room with all of us making these arguments. I will say, I know someone who has eyes like yours. I serve her. I'm her knight. But not out of any obligation, out of choice. Because I believe in what we stand for. I know you could have a place with us. I'm sure she understands you.
You're good. Something popped up on my end. You're good. Keep going.
A new outlet has been selected. She's unlocked it.
All right, make a perception check for me.
Perception or persuasion?
Persuasion. I'm sorry, I did it again. You knew what I meant.
Does my little wilting flowers give her advantage?
No, but you're doing your own thing. It's good.
Okay, that's a 20.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. And is that what you're ending your turn with?
I want to glance at that crystal that I'm right next to as well.
Mm-hmm.
Since I'm right up against it almost. Boy, I've talked a lot. I don't know what I can say in 6 seconds. But
yeah, you're probably at the edge of that 6 seconds already.
In my massive coat pocket now, I'm gonna kind of tap on a Tet and nod in the direction of the crystal, hoping that maybe she'll check it out and maybe can tell me something about it.
Okay. All right. We'll say that on right after your turn, then the little device of a Tet kind of floats out and appears at your side and stays low to the ground to hide, like just behind the lip of this thing, so that it stays out of sight of the Crypt Keeper. All right. Before we go to the next thing, she is going to use one of her legendary actions to move. She's gonna fly
coming across the stage
this direction.
Wait, she's flying?
Yeah,
She's
she's
been
been,
floating
she's
this
been
whole
flying
time.
this. She's flying this whole time.
Yeah, I know.
Floating
Oh.
like a witch or wizard.
Aaron.
There we go.
Navota.
All right. Also, I did not realize until now that Galil and Sander had the same rolled the 16 on both of your things. So who has the higher dex?
Mine is 20. Plus 5.
No,
No,
it's not the plus. It's not the. It's just
20.
Yes, that's the number.
16.
Okay. Well, then that's up to you. I mean, I'll let that up to you guys then. If you guys want to keep it as is, or if Sander you want to go before Galil, like.
Go,
you guys-
Sander.
Okay. I'm going to see that Arjun has been affected by this and like has gone stiff.
Yeah.
And he'll just grab him. And I'm
He's
gonna
actually
put
stopped now.
it's
yeah.
fine now.
well, in the turn.
Yeah.
The turn of it. Yeah, I just okay. I'm gonna grab him and then place him over by the pillar to the left,
Over here.
just so that he's out of the way. Yeah, out of the way of her.
God damn it. I thought about gluing them down, but then I wanted to be able to move them if I needed to. So
Just until he's like back to.
we'll say that
Being
as you're
able to-
as you're putting him down, that you
Just
can
winning
see
it.
that he's kind of like shaking it off.
Okay.
I mean, we do have still the sticker spots. If you do end up moving them, like we can still see the sticker spots and know
Oh,
that they're
yeah,
pillars. If
yeah,
you have
yeah,
to move 'em.
No
and
worries.
then
If you've ever played The Sims, it's like when you turn it down to like half walls, so you can actually just see around the architecture.
Yeah. Focus.
and then I'm gonna run up to that crystal that's in the very middle and
Alright.
take a whack at it with the staff.
Oh, you're gonna piss her off. Good.
Okay.
Gotta do something.
Yeah, we gotta do something.
We're working on something.
We're wasting a
24.
lot of turns if
And
they
that should
fail.
be a critical hit, because it's the staff. So that'll be 18 damage
Okay.
to the crystal. How is it looking?
You may have cracked off a portion of the top, but it's pretty sturdy. It's still a good chunk of it that's at the base, and as you do that, you see that there is another pulse coming your way. What do you do?
I'll just have to dodge it. I don't have a. I had dodge prepared initially for my last thing.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Not this time. Oh, what would you consider me grabbing Arjun and putting him down, and then
Bonus action.
just attack? Okay. Then
Technically,
Yeah, but I
it should
can't do
be an
anything.
action, but we're just gonna go with bonus action
okay,
to
I'll
pick
just
up
have
somebody and like move them.
I'll just have to dodge it on the next or when it comes because
Okay. All right, Galil,
Um,
it is. Unless you have anything else you're wanting to do or
I
say.
have some movement speed. I'm gonna get to the other side of the wall where she is at, just opposite of her, of that pillar.
Okay, so move over here.
Yeah.
Where my finger is.
And that'll be it. Yeah, that'll be my turn.
Okay. All right, Galil, it's now your turn. Let me shift the camera over. Whoosh. What are you doing?
Seeing that Sander hit the crystal, because I was aiming for the. I was gonna go for the crystal as well.
Mm-hmm.
I'll hit the same one with firebolt.
All right, cool. Make an attack roll.
25.
25 will definitely hit it. Roll damage on it.
$23.
23. All right, cool. with that firebolt and the damage that Sonder just did, you see that first crystal shatter across the floor, and there's like as the pieces fall apart. The crystal itself. I mean, I have red crystals here, but these are green. Technically, they are green like everything else. But still, as it shatters across the ground, it loses their color and it becomes the shards, like obsidian-like shards you've seen in parts of the wall.
Mm-hmm.
I did my math wrong. It's plus 12 with that, and it'll be 35.
So same result. The fees
Yeah,
still
same
go
result,
over.
But now there's parts that are powdered.
We'll just leave this there as a reminder that that's where it was. Okay. You going anywhere? Moving anything?
I am gonna get closer to the pillar that's blocking me and her.
On this side?
Yeah, I'm gonna stay on that side so that way she can't hit me. But I'm gonna raise up a little bit more so that way my radiant doesn't hit Sonder.
Okay.
Yep.
Sander's just burning on his back like
He's gonna feel the warmth now.
Just for the
My
warmth.
skin goes from like light blue to a slightly darker blue.
it's like
All right.
hot.
It's just some tan.
He goes purple.
Yeah.
That's it.
Is she? Oh boy, it is now her turn.
Just let it out. Just cry it out.
Okay. Okay. I will.
Okay. Seeing as she moves this way, as she sees that there are people that are coming in, she is going to pop in close.
Ooh.
Iskra, you see that she takes her hands and moves them around in a circle, and you see this black greenish energy envelop her, and she vanishes.
Interesting.
And then she reappears on this side over here. Poof. Using
Games.
that, and she is going to fire off one of her bolts at Kindred that is just coming in.
And I counterspelled that.
It is considered a energy release and not a spell.
Well, I tried.
That you did.
Darn her and her abilities.
Yeah.
17.
Can't do nothing.
That is a myth.
All right. The bolt flies in your direction, but
It's
it's
just like,
like it impacts the wall behind you and scatters out pieces everywhere. That is the end of that round. It is now the top of the round. The pulse comes through, and then you see where it hit, where the crystal was. Bolts of this energy start firing out in random directions.
Like the lightning plasma?
Yes, like the electric plasma just goes from the broken crystal and starts scattering across the room. I need Iskra, Renan, and we'll say Galil to make dexterity saving throws for me.
Hi.
Ooh.
My favorite type of saving throw.
Same, actually.
So
Yeah.
it's going to be like that. Actually,
like,
you know what?
Be me.
Galil, it probably is not going to hit you. Because if it's centered where it's at, it's only going to go towards Iskra and Renan because of the closest living targets that aren't behind cover.
And although it's my favorite type of saving throw, I rolled super duper low. So maybe I should use that inspiration that I didn't use the other time. That's better.
Yes.
23.
23.
Heck yeah.
All right. Renan.
That is a 21.
This-
Blackjack.
All right. Cool. 20 was
If
the
it-
DC.
If it would have hit me too, I got a 24.
Nice.
Go us.
Look at you. You're all worried.
Ex-
Also, Dreamy, just so you know, that inspiration, it changed my dice from a 4 to an 18, so you saved my bacon.
Nice.
So that is 18 points of damage for Renan, and necrotic damage. With Iskra, if you dodge it, an attack,
Yeah.
do you
I
still?
take 0 damage
Alright,
if
cool.
I completely dodge.
All
Oh,
right, so
shit.
Said 18.
so 18. But Renan, as that bolt strikes you, you feel that as much as it eats away in the way of necrotic energy, there is enough of an electrical current in there that you feel fairly confident that you might be able to redirect this if you ever need to.
Ooh. Cool.
That being said, Renan, it is now your turn.
How far away from the crystal was Galil?
Now?
Currently, from the one that he just shot,
Well, the arcing out bits. That...
40 feet.
All right. With that, I'm going to ascend 50 feet.
Flying
That
upwards.
would have been. I forgot to add the D4 to that attack on the crystal, so. Not that it would have. done anything, but
Oh my gosh.
Extra damage somehow.
forgot to do
unbreaks
that.
it.
And I will move. I mean, you can use like poo and just call it good. Oh dear, it's horrifying.
Just don't fall, Renan,
yeah.
or you break. If you break in real life, you break in the game.
Okay. And I'm going to also. Well, actually, so it would need to be 40 feet because I'm also going to move up so that the pillar is between her and I, and then the other crystal, the farthest crystal. I'm going to call down a bolt of lightning on top of it.
Cool.
Yes.
Did you make an attack roll? I guess it's a stationary tower.
Call
Yeah,
lightning.
yeah, and call lightning.
Yeah. That's. I got all the way up. 38. No. 37.
35 is the amount of damage that you need for it. So.
Nice.
All right. So yes, it shatters as well. So this one is gone. All right. Anything else you're doing?
Other than getting behind the pillar so that.
That doesn't happen.
Hey.
We go.
He's dead!
Yeah, that's fine. Anyway, go on. Continue.
Other than getting up behind the pillar, at present, no. Yeah, no, that'll be it.
All right, we'll just say that that's 50 feet. I tried to flatten this cardboard out as much as possible. It didn't want to flatten, so.
He gets knocked down, but he flies up again.
All right, anything else that was it, Renan? Soul, it is now your turn. And you are running in
Okay,
here. You
thanks.
just saw all of the focus over here. You just saw all of the crazy stuff happen. All right, lady.
So,
She's
I
like, I want
noticed
the
that-
camera roll for myself.
I noticed that now we're not really attacking her, we're attacking the crystals. But I don't. This is Soul thinking in his head. He's like, I don't think I'm gonna do much damage to the crystals with my claws. So I'm going to hold my turn. and just wait, I think.
All right. What are you holding?
I'll say that if, man, I don't know. I mean, because I'm not able to hold an attack, right?
You can if anything gets close to you. You just can't hold
Yeah.
movement. That's the only thing.
Okay. So then I'll do that. I'll just wait to see what happens, and I'll stay put. But if it ends up showing up next to me, then I'll go ahead and do an attack that way.
Okay. All right. That ends your turn then.
Yeah.
Kindred.
No, I'm sorry. I'm moving the totem further in again as a
Okay.
bonus action.
Where?
Try to get more coverage.
Where are you wanting to move it?
Center stage.
Yeah. I would say center,
there?
but out. Yep, exactly.
Putting it there.
Coming up next, it's the bear totem.
You're gonna get
Awesome.
Iskra, and Ardrin, and I guess it's a spear, a sphere, right?
I don't know if it says it specifically. Let's see.
Oh,
I
Specifically.
believe we've
That's
treated it
good.
as such
As-
before.
yeah.
If that matters.
It's an
Yeah.
aura, 30-foot radius. So
So yeah, basically.
does that mean a sphere?
Or is only come in spheres.
Yeah, it's a sphere unless it specifically says cylinder.
All right, cool.
What if it's an isosceles?
triangle.
That ends. That ends your turn. It is now Kindred's turn. Stop focusing on whatever. All right, Kindred, what are you doing?
Okay. Kind of like halting up as she fires the thing at me, and then I've been hearing bits and pieces. Y'all are pleading and trying to work at something. I got y'all. So I'm just kind of like, let me just put cruise control on my little feather duster, and I'm just gonna go very slowly, non-threatening, like, kind of sounds like you and I aren't so different. I had something forced in me. We got it out. Maybe we can do it for you. Just I don't want to be here either. It's your choice. And then, like, did we say I still have my scar from Amaranth?
Yeah.
Yeah, you do, don't you?
I made the plea, but I right in
You
the
asked
moment
to
in my new body, I don't know if I kept it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's still there?
Yep.
So then, yeah, I'll be like, see what they did? I don't know if you can see it, but yeah.
From our cross.
Wait, let me
though.
come to you.
All right. Anything else?
That's
wanting to
the
say?
action. I figure 'cause that's pretty in depth, right?
Pretty in depth.
Okay. And then no one else is kind of around me.
Soul's behind you, but that's the only other person.
But he's a kitty, so he doesn't have thumbs to open the bottle.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Someone got blasted with something. Renan, where are you at?
He's flying up in the air, 40 feet up.
I think
Okay.
Iskra
50
took
feet.
a bit of a battering too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
where's
just
Iskra
one
at the
bolt
bottom?
from her chopped me in
Iskra.
half.
Iskra is over here.
So Iskra, even though she's been talking like this, definitely
Yeah. So I,
does
in
look
my
a bit under the
gonna-
weather.
kind of cruise forward a bit, and then just very kind of nonchalant be like Iskra, and just kind of lob it, catch, and you get a
Sure.
push.
How
potion
much?
of healing?
How far do you want to go?
The range on this feather duster is 60 feet. So like,
Oh, you can go right up to her if you wanted.
oh, I'm not gonna go right up to her unless she like tells me to like, let me see.
Okay. Where do you want to go? Halfway?
Um,
3/4 of the way?
Keep coming towards the Ardrin. A little bit more, and then that feels about right.
Okay.
Kind of still up, like How high up is she?
She's the Crypt Keeper,
I just kind of want to be eye level with her, like looking at
Okay.
her head on.
Yep. She's currently flying 10 feet off the ground.
So then I will be 20 feet off the ground because that's a big lady.
Well, it's the
I
same.
figure.
Look me in the eye when I'm talking to you.
Yeah.
The
And then, yeah,
statue
so-
of ill liberty.
I'm Beauty and I'm Grace, just not right now. But yeah, Iskra, potion healing your way.
What is the D's that it heals?
2d4 plus 2.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. Kindred, that ends your turn.
Yep.
Ardrin, it's now your turn.
Are they saying hold up brigade?
What are you doing, Ardrin?
I was still sort of in that like, please don't shoot kind of pose when Thunder dragged me over. So in the kerfuffle of weird time, I would have just cut them on the back as a thanks as he ran by. But seeing that she just sparkles on the being right in front of me, I'm gonna try and double down, triple, quadruple down at this point, and drop the sword so that it just hits the ground and sticking up, showing that I'm again not going for it. And I'm gonna just sort of walk towards her. The illusion of vines on my hand start to blossom into a bit of sparkling light, and I look up at her, and I'll go right close to her. I'm committing to my bullshit.
Oh man.
Here we go. Danger close. That's what we need.
Danger zone.
And the reason why it's going a light is because I am holding a spell, and I look up to her and let us help you. I can at least start the process of helping you part ways with whatever's got a hold of you. It just has to be your choice, and I will help. And I will be holding Remove Curse.
Interesting.
I have no expectation that even if she lets me cast it, that it will do anything. I just like the thematic fluff of it.
At least be a gesture of goodwill,
Yeah.
you know, more than words.
More than words.
Shut
I don't know
up. The
why.
song was already in my head as soon as she said no more. As soon as she said it, I was like, oh no.
It was not my intent.
No, it's good though. It's good. It's fine.
And yes, Drummy, I am bringing her flowers because even Sabathon likes to be romanced.
Okay. Okay.
Do I get some kind of persuasion
You do?
or anti-persuasion?
You do make persuasion. Yeah, make another perception roll, please.
Perception and persuasion.
Persuasion.
Solution.
I bet she's swaying right now by now.
14.
You said I can buy myself flowers.
Persuasion.
I'm gonna give you advantage because you dropped your weapon.
Nice.
Not fair to
Low,
Iskra.
even lower.
She can't drop her weapons.
True.
I know, right? I'm
that
constantly armed.
That changed. That
Alright.
changed things.
All right.
That's 24. Actually, and Iskra can drop her weapons by just being not giant. That might help.
24.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
You can do one thing, guys. It's this.
She does have the right to bear arms. Drummy,
Does.
you're fired. All right.
Bear arms.
Soul has the right as well.
My freedoms.
Okay. You see. All right. Iskra. It is your turn, my dear.
Okay.
She rips off her arms.
I am going to blush a little as the player, and then I am going to
Crack open a nice potion.
yeah. Wait, potioning is a bonus action these days?
Mhm.
Is that right?
Yeah. I mean, if it's
that how
already
we
in your
determine it?
hand, yeah. I
We
feel like
hand
we've
it to
done.
someone. You said it's an action, but if we do it ourselves to administer to ourselves, it's bonus. Is what we've
Mhm.
said before.
Okay, so my accepting it from you would have been my action.
No, it was on my turn. So like my bonus action was just like handing it off.
Gotcha,
If I were to
gotcha.
administer, it would be my action to you.
That makes sense. Okay.
These
Well,
Drink the Kool-Aid.
I am going to try to back Ardrin up here. Smashing that crystal sounds important too, though. Can I see her, or is there the pillar? in the way?
Currently, there's a pillar in the way.
Okay, well, I'll step out from behind the pillar, so that she can see me. And I'll call out to her, and I will reduce myself. So I shrink back down to normal size. And I honestly, I know the bear totem is still empowering me with mighty strength, so it's okay anyway. But at least this looks nice. And
She doesn't know that.
exactly. I mean, she might. She's probably pretty smart. But
She knows.
I'm going to say all of us do have something more in common with you than they ever has. And I'm going to, thankfully, because I saw her cast her spell and do like a green and black flame, and I have already described my dancing lights in a very similar fashion because I took them from what I was taught.
Mhm.
I'm going to cast my dancing lights, and so revealing my tattoo, it will erupt with like a similar green and black flame glow just a little bit, and then out of my hand these orbs of flickering green flaming light will emerge, and I'm just gonna have them like circling my hand, all three of them.
Like the Goblin King with his fushigi.
Make a persuasion.
Yes.
Make a persuasion check.
Decent. 19.
19. All right. Cool. So, that ends your turn.
And I'll look back over my shoulder at Tet to see if she's got any anything to say about these crystals. If we're on the right track destroying them, if she can figure that out, that'd be great.
She is currently, you see her kind of hovering behind one of the crystals and is currently like rotating around it, slowly scanning it. Needed to not focus on. There you go. Okay. That is where we go from there. Saunders, so your turn. What are you doing? You are over here, jumbo size. You've heard Iskra's words. You've heard Ardrin's words. There has been no response as of yet.
What about my words?
Oh yeah, your words too. Sorry, I forgot.
His as well.
Okay, I see how it is here.
I see how it is.
I'll go ahead and reduce myself as well,
Okay.
and then I'll go walk over there, looking at the crystal, and then looking back at her. Try to look inward and fight the lich that took your life. We can help you find justice. And I want to try to persuade her as well.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
Okay. And then if that fails, I have a feature for persuasion.
It's called condensation.
It's a 19.
Sweaty.
Okay. Noted. And right now you can't tell if it's failed or succeeded because there is no immediate action to this. It's more of a, because if that was like, if it took place outside of combat, you would be able to tell. But because it's in combat, it's kind of like,
short.
again, mind you, Galil, I'm going to say that Galil, you're not going to be able to say anything because everyone is talking at the same time. Like,
I'm well aware.
It's just like as much as we are running it, like we're extending the turn a little bit, it's still very close, like.
And that is why my low charisma ass is not talking.
It's like we're in the West Wing. All of the dialogue is very quick.
Yeah. Galil, what are you doing?
I'll walk.
Okay.
I'm
go ahead.
literally flying to the crystal.
You finish talking, Sonder, and she moves this direction. She is now over here.
Can I get to the middle, like where the totem's at?
Yeah.
Okay. That's all.
Galil, what are you doing?
I'm flying to the crystal.
What's the speed?
Double checking. I believe it is 40.
Okay, from where you were at, that puts you to the right over the top of where the main. I'm gonna put you right here. Like this. You'll be like right here. That's about as far as you can get.
I see. Do I see
Atet looking at the.
Atet
Yes.
looking?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna hold firebolt again, and wait until she tells me the all clear.
Okay.
And as soon as she tells me the all clear, I'm gonna launch it at the crystal. Then that's my turn.
All right. As a result, it is now her turn. You guys are
Oh, she
ridiculous.
moved since I
Yes,
last looked. Okay, that's
she moved. You see her face kind of distorting and turning in multiple directions. You can see this like shadowy version of herself. It's almost like the Peter Pan in his shadow kind of thing, where like the shadow behind her on the wall starts to move differently than she does.
Ooh.
Keep fighting!
You see her look and take everything, and she starts to float downwards to the ground, slowly. And, oh my God. You guys! There's a moment where her head kind of sinks downwards, and then as it goes up, it goes all the way up and then back down again.
Ooh, it's like when I went crazy. This is.
Like she's starting to separate.
Got
Do
it.
what you must.
Can I?
And she
with my
extends her
passive-
arms
sorry.
outwards, and you see these tendrils of energy go to all of you. I need you to make another wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Can I try
You
leading
can.
up to this? Do my passive investigation on any of this?
Nope.
Okay.
As this was already at the end. This is at the end of your speech. You can
Okay.
choose to fail this.
Ooh.
I'll choose to fail. With arms wide open, because that's how I enter the circle.
I have no choice because I rolled a nat 1.
Can I insight her to get an idea?
You
of-
just heard her say, "Do what you must."
I'm gonna try to connect with her. Then
All right, yeah. Let's.
I'll help share in her pain.
Here we go. I will voluntarily fail.
But the
This
inverse
feels like
character.
We all
No
become
idea.
liches.
Right?
Ooh, am I
I-
double lich?
oh,
As I choose to fail in Orin, I say in a prayer to Hirsunos, let her be free.
Okay, Enya.
Soul.
Oh man, I don't know. So I'm trying to
I
think of
know,
what
right?
what Soul would do.
I think he's like licking
Soul
himself. He
has
just
a really
looks.
high wisdom. His wisdom is 20.
mhm.
So I feel like he would feel like this is the right thing to do and allow it to pass through him.
Did we just TPK our own selves?
I know, right?
Drumming.
Will you?
Just to be fair, Oreo is still in the other room, so she
She's
can
a
save
sole
us.
survivor.
She could drag us out of here.
Yeah, exactly. We're just
She'll just
being a bunch
put a
of
stack
living
of corpses on a Tet's doorstep.
When she
Yeah,
said
yeah.
"do what you must,"
Or
it was
even
like
Ted.
pain in her voice, right?
You don't know because at the moment you
Yeah,
are
nobody knows.
you are coursing with energy. We're gonna say
Who
Ardra.
knows?
Oh, I'm just waiting for when I can kind of just go up and make my silly little attempt.
She doesn't get close to
yeah.
you. She's still like 15 feet from you. And then she does this, and you see these tendrils of energy, one firing off from each of her fingers in all directions as she screams. It resounds in your mind, and you feel the exact same feeling for some of you that you had moments ago.
Ow.
Zoom, 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 zoom.
Oh no! Oh no!
We just got banished to the
Forget
shadow
about
realm.
me.
Yeah, Soul didn't actually say what he was doing.
No, yes, I did.
Oh,
Yeah,
you going
he was
with?
joining us. Yeah,
I got you.
The poor
okay.
bear totem.
the
all
bird
by
totem's like
itself.
me too.
I'm gonna
He's
switch,
And
a
it goes
healing
black.
spirit.
I'm gonna switch
And there's
this.
another room.
Oh no!
Yeah.
The interior illusions lounge.
The
this
phylactery
was the-
room.
And this one's even more.
Hold
The
on.
phylactery room. Oh,
Just give me a
Honestly.
freaking second.
Sorry,
That actually would have been
Aaron.
a pretty
Okay, sorry,
bad
sorry,
place
sorry,
to
yeah.
end, to be honest.
Either
Just
way-
like the mystery of what happens next.
I'm glad I decided
Oh
to
my
let it
gosh,
flip
yeah,
me.
you should actually
Otherwise,
do that.
Soul would be by himself
him
in the
DM.
room, like
Yeah, I will say I think Kindred and I were probably on the same page on feeling like it was the scream. You were feeling like it was going to be the effect of the scream.
Hold on, I'm
That's
resetting.
what I had.
I'm setting
when you
something
had
up.
said same feeling as earlier. I was
Oh.
like, oh no.
there's gonna be a new campaign where all of us are liches.
Mhm.
oh,
Plot
double
twist: we are
lich.
now the archliches of Fae.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
There is a moment when you come to
Oh god.
uh-oh.
where your eyes blink
Uh-oh.
and you realize you feel that lurching sensation that you do when you feel teleported somewhere else.
Mm.
Swirling green energy suffuses the room. Come on, start. Cardboard. As you find
Oh.
a giant globe of green energy swirling in front of you.
Ooh.
Shiny disco balls.
Pretty.
The walls on either side are lined with shelves. And multiple baubles, items, trinkets, relics, all bound in this room.
Supermarket sweep, let's go.
Where you are now, you have no idea, but there is an incredible amount of energy here. Welcome to the Library of Souls.
I'm
A
jumping in.
library. We found a library, guys.
And that is where we will end for tonight.
Oh my
Let's close this
gosh.
chapter.
What
Oh,
is this, like the Akashic Records?
That's what it sounds like.
wow.
I guess we can find out in a book. Take a look.
The reading rainbow.
Fuck.
It also
All
makes
right.
me think of the
Well
magician.
done.
Well,
I
I
Oh.
bet this didn't go the way you
to the
expected,
blind
Aaron.
would be awful majestic.
that was
Democratic rainbow.
that was a thing. That was interesting.
The brigade.
Well,
did the thing.
guys, you
We had to find her weakness, and her weakness
Was
flowers.
friendship.
was our smiles.
That's a bullshit. What are you talking about?
Oh my gosh. Well, you didn't die yet. So that's a thing.
Mhm.
We did
I mean, I could die
well.
here and be happy. We're in a library, bitch.
It didn't say this was a library. I just
You
called
said it
it.
was a
The
library.
Library of
I
You
Souls.
said-
said library.
I did. A library of souls. Doesn't necessarily mean there are books.
I know, but I can read anything, even people.
It turns
Clearly.
out she's just filing us away here.
Red
Oh, there we
She's
go.
got a shelf.
Yep. Find yourself a nice little shelf to sit on the wall. Well, guys, it's been great.
Oh my god! Wait. So then we could literally become elf on a shelf.
Hey!
No.
Oh no. Well, that
Thank
just
you.
that was the worst ever.
I think Iskra called it. Did we Steven Universe this fight?
We
I
did
don't know.
Steven Universe the fight.
A little
Well,
bit.
Woman.
A little bit.
Archer and
You at least
Isker worked really hard on that. On that Steven Universe thing.
Yep.
I needed
fuck.
Ardrin's deft way with words to get me somewhat more competent.
I like
the
to think it
second
was
half
more
of that man.
badass.
That was amazing. All right, guys.
Well,
Well,
that's so many things, so because I felt like I was flubbing it the whole time, but
Oh, I was flubbing in the wind. Nice.
Nah, we all did great. We all had something really appropriate to say to her, I think.
I don't think Soul did anything.
You were a cat.
Look,
you turned into a
Cats are
cat.
lucky. Cats are like the natural guiders between one
It's-
realm and another. You
Everyone
know,
is
lore.
I thought it
Yay,
was
good
gonna
job.
be.
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna be funny that as soon as Soul like enters the room to go and attack her, she ends up teleporting again somewhere else, and he's like, oh,
The room is just full of souls.
I had
Souls,
fully,
all the
I had
souls.
fully intended to just kind of like
multiversal
play
souls.
it
Yeah.
patient when I came flying into the room, and then she shot me.
because you came in aggressive. You came
Yeah.
in too strong. You're a pusher, Katie. You push people.
you do not have permission to buzz the tower, Maverick.
Yep. You started. You came in casting a spell. Held it or not, you came in and did things. So
You gotta
I did
come
hold
in.
my action, so I guess I contributed by not attacking that round.
yeah, exactly.
You also
You-
put
you
up
were-
the bear totem, which I think was helpful.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Okay, drummer.
We left a
Shut your
cat in
mouth.
that room.
I know, I'm worried. I'm hoping that she came with somehow.
Mm.
She's
But-
just like what?
Except
A cat's in that room and Oreo's in the other room.
It's a little
All of your
tentacle
pets
that hit it too.
are everywhere
She's
else.
not a pet, okay? She's my girlfriend.
she's my
You just-
girlfriend.
She's not
so
a pet, you just have
dehumanizing,
a
Aaron.
Damn.
Jeez,
happened
it's
to
not.
Wiggy?
It's not a tet. I mean, it's a part of a tet, but it's not completely a tet. You know what I meant.
The
Okay.
only,
I
the only
guess
bad
she's
thing
like a
about that.
Tamagotchi right now, but still.
Oh. Oh, I forgot. There was one more thing.
Max.
Oh,
Okay.
wait a
Barnaby.
minute.
I
Barnaby,
forgot.
yeah.
I
Oh, no.
did have one more thing that I was going to be
These
doing here at the
cartoon
end.
spin-off.
So we'll just count this as our after credit scene, even though we haven't gone to credits yet.
Okay.
Where is my
Mind.
song?
Where is my mind? Where is my
in the Library of Souls.
Evidently.
What if it's just like a bunch of souls just like, hey guys, I'm trying to look for
That's what Saunders said.
Little
Posted-
did we
yeah,
know the
posted
real
on the-
plot twist is we just have to kill 1,000 copies of Soul.
That's what I said. It's a multiverse of soul.
Like the Spider-Man, the Spider-Verse.
The city of
Feet on
Atet.
the air and your feet on the ground.
The city of Atet has appeared above Mount Thay. Immediately, the fortress goes into an alert. The fires around Mount Thay begin to burn red. Beams of arcane energy begin to be exchanged between Atet and the city. Bolts of massively sized electric arcane energy shoot from the fortress to strike up into the city, carving portions of the underside away. Portions of rock begin to rain from hundreds and hundreds of feet in the sky as they fall to the ground below. And then, at the very edges of the city, lights all the way across. And the lights begin to descend, leaping over the edges of the city. Whoosh, whoosh. Dozens, hundreds, thousands fall over the city of Atet. Beams and balls and orbs of energy trailing behind them. Cloaks fluttering in the wind. The camera pans through one and then another, and dozens of fighters, mages, citizens from across the cities of Faerun fall and land amongst the fortress. As they arrive closer, their capes, using that arcane energy that tethered to them, straighten outwards into wings as they basically become paragliders and land in different points of the city. Touching down, douche, 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 douche. Multiple people begin the assault on Mount Thay. Leading the charge, Afriel and the 12. A channeling war cry goes out as the final battle begins. Will the brigade be able to save them in time? Or will this be the end of the rebellion and the slaughter of a lifetime? I guess we'll have to find out. All right, now we can end.
Go us. I'm proud of our forces. I'm glad that they have so much faith in us for this
We
final
just got
assault,
raided.
but maybe they
Khalil.
shouldn't.
Oh no.
Our boy's grown up.
I know, right?
Look at him leading the
Hello.
charge on a takeover over a city.
Blue
Bye,
Cottage. Hi Raiders, bye Raiders. Blue Cottage Indy, thank you for coming in and dropping in. We are just finishing.
And it's gone.
We just finished our post-credit scene. The end of the first section of our final battle of our 4-year, this is 8, 4-year campaign.
That's 8, Dick.
That's why I said I was doing 4 twice, and then I was like, that's 4, that's 8. I
It
know
just
math.
feels like 8.
Yeah,
But
Yeah.
wait, there's 4.
The only number you need to know is 4.
4-year campaign. Yeah, 4-year campaign. I know, it's wild. 2 of those
We
years
have been looking for
2 of
this
those
location
years-
where we're currently at for the last 2 years.
Yeah, 2 of those years were pre-stream. 2 of the years have been streaming. But we just started the final. Well, yeah, today we started the final fight against this lovely lady,
A giant woman.
and we ended with. Hold on, I'll show you the last room
Oh,
Power
where
of
they're
friendship.
we
They-
did end with the power of friendship and love.
sort of,
And we went to an underground
Sort
club.
of.
It's like real poppin'.
and they ended up in this room. So
Yes.
a room that is filled with green energy and lots of mystery. So we'll see how that turns out for everybody. We're gonna celebrate with a 4-year champagne. Yo, he's got wings. Yes, we have a flying. We have Renan here, who is a winged elf, and then we have an ASMR Galil, who is currently, I guess, still technically you're under rating consumption for a minute, right? So
For 10 minutes.
10 minutes. So
Yeah.
there you go. Now you're on fire.
Thank you for standing over there.
I glide to the corner where I can't hurt anybody.
Stay away from me, everybody. Yeah.
That's
So,
in the corner.
Yeah, we just started. They are doing their mission so that the final fight between the Thayan Empire and a mass of rebellion against their tyranny can take
What
place.
is that side Star Trek movie before 3 where they like get the plans?
Rogue
Not
One.
Star Trek, Star Wars. Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
Rogue
Star
One.
Wars Rogue
You're
One.
thinking of Rogue One.
Yep.
Yeah,
We are
we're
Rogue
that.
One-ing just before the Battle of the Death Star. Basically, that is exactly what just
I don't
happened. So-
know if you want to know how that movie ends, but
Never saw it. All I know is that's a plot.
Well, that's fine. Rogue One doesn't end well. It's fine. I'm sure it's
You know
fine.
what? But it's been about the throats that we've slit along the way. That's all that matters.
Dude, that's a
Mostly,
lot.
mostly you. That has
It's crazy how
slit the
everyone dies
throats.
at the end.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
I
guys,
just
thank
killed
you
them
so
all.
thank you so much for hanging out with us. Thank you, Raiders, for coming in. We're gonna share the love and raid into someone. I'm gonna look right now.
Did we ask consent first?
Let's see here. Twitch. Let's see who we be raiding. But we will pass on the love and go say hello. Tell them the knights send their regards, and we
And
will.
winter is coming.
We will be back next Monday for our next mini-series night. It takes place in the same campaign universe during this same turbulent time, roundabouts, and we'll see what happens there as we have a little bit of desert sci-fi fantasy meets Call of Cthulhu. You know, a little bit of a Demogorgon in there somewhere. I'm sure it's gonna be fine. Yeah, and then next Tuesday, I think we should be here unless anything changes while it happens. So we will keep you updated. You can check out our social and our Discord there.
Isker, why are you being so greedy and sucking up all the power for yourself?
What power?
Look
What are
at
you
it's
talking
all
about?
going straight to her. It's going straight to my thighs.
Nice.
I don't
I already have
understand.
pretty
I think it's going straight to
powerful
her
thighs.
guns.
I don't understand. I don't
Yeah.
understand. But we'll
I
see you next
what
time.
he
So-
means.
okay, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. We'll see you next time, guys.
Talk down.
Talk down, everybody.
Bye.
We did it.